Hey guys, and welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel, guys. It's a Boxing Day stream, so I really wanted to do a stream on Christmas Day, but I couldn't. Believe it or not, I spent the vast majority of Christmas Day building a bunk bed. You're probably gonna ask why, and the reason is, as I have my mum stay with me and she has dementia, I just needed her out of the way, and she spent Christmas around my sisters, and that was the first opportunity I had in the time off that I had from work to do it. So that is what I did. I also bugged my wife because she really helped me with that. And you know what? Building furniture together really brings a family together. I definitely recommend it. So that's how I spent most of yesterday. And by the time I finished in the evening, man, I was so tired. I slept like a baby. So today I had a bit more work to do. I had to dismantle the old bunk bed for the boys. But you know what, guys? That was easy enough. Done. That was done. I put it outside. I put a note on it. I packed everything up nicely, and I said, guys, here's a free bunk bed. Everything was tied up. The instruction manual was there. You know, the mattresses, I have to take them to like this council dump tomorrow, but the bunk bed was in very good condition, but the boys are growing, so I needed to get a bigger one. So anyway, enough about that. We are having a look at the Sega Saturn today. I was wondering what stream shall I do. Then I thought to myself, what do I actually fancy playing? And I always like playing arcade games, and I love playing Sega Saturn games as well, because the Sega Saturn is just such an awesome darn system. So what I have done is I have grabbed the latest version of the unstable core, which is from roughly about a week ago. We're on the 26th of December today. The core that I am using, it's a single SD RAM version of the core. It's on an original DE10 Nano. I have a few different MiSTers. I have a MiSTer Pi, which is an alternative DE10 Nano, or a clone of the DE10 Nano. Then I have the original DE10 Nano that I bought. That's what I'm using now. And then I have a second original with dual SD RAM. Now I like doing the dual SD RAM one from time to time, but most people have a single SD RAM unit. So that's what I am. That's what we're doing today. So thought we'd start with Alpha 3 because Alpha 3 has a good attract mode. So before we begin, guys, let's see who's in chat. Yo, Vel, how you doing, man? Always good having you around, man. And we got Raging Cajun. You know what? I remember I was like, am I ever going to remember Raging Cajun because you changed your username? But I actually can't remember your original username. But you know what? Awesome guy. This guy's got some arcade hardware. He offered the arcade hardware to a developer. The developer said, look, currently no, but that's very nice. There's a lot of people that donate stuff, and when they donate stuff, it gets looked at, it gets reverse engineered, and we get FPGA cores. But let's run with Street Fighter 03. It's a good Street Fighter game. It's a good one. It's very broke. There's a lot of influence in this. Not that you're going to see any of those in here. Oh, this version is the one with extra characters. Is Guile in here? Yeah, Guile's in here. I kind of like Guile. It's the CVS2 sprite. I always pick like the middle one. So I pick like, yeah, what is it? It's like the alpha kind of mode. The first mode, I forget, A-ism, X-ism, C-ism. One is custom combo. One is like what the alpha kind of thing is, and the other one's like super turbo. We just get one bar and it goes all the way up. Hey guys, I hope everyone had a good, or I hope you're still having a good holiday season. You know, I could have been working tomorrow, but I am on annual leave tomorrow. But I'm so happy because I got a lot of the kind of like projects that we had for around the house done and dusted, done and over with. Also want to mention out, guys, dual RAM core is getting really good. Yeah, it is, Raging Cajun. I will do a dual RAM stream once again. We did do one recently, so I've marked this as a sponsored video, but it's not really sponsored. I just like to give friends of the channel, people that are good within the community, a shout, like people like Mr. Addons, who is the sponsor of my weekly news show. Then the MiSTer Discord, a great place to talk with like-minded people and spread that MiSTer love. There is a lot of awesomeness on there. Then we've got Pixel Memories. Hey man, there's a video on my channel of an awesome arcade stick that they built me, man. Custom made. Kind of went through what I wanted, and yeah, got that built up. Oh, wow, okay. I love the art style, man. The Alpha 3 art style is just amazing. Okay, we are going, and I like this version here because it's got extra characters in there that the arcade version didn't have. I only ever saw like the vanilla version of Street Fighter Alpha 3 in the arcade, and the console ones, like even the GBA one, it had like extra characters. Okay, we are out. Guys, if you've got any requests, hit me with block capitals. We can get those done. Yo, Ori the Retro Gamer, man. Oh yeah, man, my DIY is done, man. I was knackered. It is. Okay, the sound. Okay, I thought the sound went there. Honestly, to be completely and totally honest, it really was. It's the worst bunk bed I've ever built. I got it from IKEA. It's got this mesh part on it, and I was like, okay, we'll get this mesh part. It looks good. And I was looking at different ones, and I was looking. It took me a while to find it because I was looking for one that's gonna be very long. I was looking for adult bunk beds, but every time you look for bunk beds, they are for kids. So in the end, I found one which was, yo, Alan D in the house. I found one that was 200 meters long. So, sorry, not 200 meters, 200 centimeters. It was 2 meters long, which is more than my height. I'm 6 foot. I was like, okay, that will work with the boys. So what I ended up doing was I ended up buying that one. It was the only one that was that height. The others were like 180, 190. I was like, no, I want one, and I want it to last a few years. And when I got it, for the whole part, it was okay. Now, generally, when I build a bunk bed, you build one, you kind of build another bed, then you put it on top and you kind of mount the two together. So I was like, cool, I've done this one, man. It was weird the way you had to kind of stick everything together. So the worst part was the netting, like the mesh part I had to put on there, nothing matched up. I had to like do additional holes in the mesh just to kind of, the way you had to lock it into place. It was terrible. It should have taken me maybe 4 hours to start to finish. Man, it took me about 7 hours, man. I was getting frustrated. I don't usually, with DIY, right? What happens is you go to IKEA, you buy some furniture, whether it's some drawers or, you know, whatever it is, a cupboard, beds, you look at it and you think, oh my God, like I can't make this. And as you kind of start going through the steps, figuring out what's what, you end up doing it and you feel good. This one here, out of every flat pack piece of furniture I made, it was terrible. It was terrible, absolutely, positively terrible. Absolutely hated it. So glad it's done now. You know when the satisfaction you get once it's done. It took a long time to get that satisfaction, but I did get it. Guys, just want to talk about this game as well. This is the Time Bokan series. Guys, I absolutely love this game. I love the soundtrack, I love the graphics, I love the character design. Everything about this game is just superb. And I feel like I have to run this game every time I run the Saturn core. It is just such a banger of a game. Whoops, don't know why. Okay, we're gonna get the danger sound. Echo. That's how you say danger in Japanese, right? In case anyone's wondering. Okay, let's make it a quick one. This one, oops, what am I doing here? Right, okay. Oh, Twinkle Star Sprites. I've got 2 copies of that one in here. I really need to clean something up. Now that I've got a 1.5 terabyte SD card, at one point, if I see it's running out of space, I'll be like, I'll start cleaning it up and doing stuff. But I've still got plenty to go till then. I did that on my PC. I was like, oh, I had like 800 gig left on my main hard drive, which was 2 terabytes. I was like, man, so what happened was I previously made an image of my MiSTer when I started getting different MiSTers, and I had a 500 gig image sitting on this. I was well happy. Once I deleted that, I had like 1.3 terabytes, man. Like, it's nice when you find 500 gig of space on your PC. That's still a significant amount of space. I think this is a good game from what I remember. Thanks, sorry, man. Yeah, reward pizza. You know what? Today, so what was it? In the morning, dismantled the old bunk bed. I put it outside, done a real good job of it, attached everything to it, put a sign on it saying free bunk bed, all the parts and all the screws and everything are here. And someone actually took it, and that made me really happy, because if not, I would have taken it down to the council waste facility place or whatever. They recycle stuff there, and I don't know if people can take it from there or whatnot, but I was really glad that someone took it. I've currently got a Hoover outside, and I guess we just had like a little bit of a clear out. I went and bought a new rug for the boys' room. Got the old one out. There was nothing wrong with the old one, to be honest, but it was just, it's one of those ones when I go to Hoover it, the whole thing starts coming up. It's not heavy enough, so I went and got them a heavier one. Yo, Richard Toff in the house, how are you doing? Here we are, guys. So is this a partial puzzle game, or I can't recall too much about this apart from the fact that I kind of like this game. Oh, we got a charging shot. So are you competing against the other player here? This is really, really awesome. And this is why I love the Saturn. The Saturn as a system. I was like, I want to do a stream. I was like, I want to play this. I've been speaking to, for the Analog Pocket side, I've been speaking to Buddu too. I know recently I did a stream looking at his upcoming port of the MiSTer Game Boy Advance core. Well, the good news is he's going to be updating it, and hopefully Fast Forward will be working soon, and I'll be able to show you guys another demonstration of that in the future, hopefully. So something to look forward to on the Analog Pocket side, man. Like I said, I love the MiSTer and I love the Analog Pocket as well. Oh, that banner up there, Free Play City, top right, London's best arcade. If anyone ever goes there, hit me up. If you're there on a weekend and you're there with your buddies or whatever, if you're getting there, give me a shout on my socials, man. It's not far from me, and I can usually get free admission for myself. But let me know like a few days in advance, because I have to let my guy know, then he confirms I've got free admission. So if you are going there, just give me a shout and I'll pop up there. You know, even if I spend like half hour or an hour there, I'll make the effort. You know, as long as I haven't got anything pressing on, I don't see why I couldn't just escape for, you know, half an hour or an hour. Like, let's run another game. Let's see what else we got. Let's go into the CHD folder and let's go Alone in the Dark. I'm not sure if I've seen this game. So as far as Alone in the Dark goes, I think there might have been one or two good games. Most of them weren't that great. Yo, PCN, happy holidays, my brother from another mother. How are you doing? Free recycle center, put it outside. Some brand will steal it. Do you know what I was actually saying to my wife, that if we put a price tag on it, knock on our door and pay us like 50 quid for this or 50 pounds for it, it may have been, you know, someone would think, oh, I'm not paying for that, I'm going to steal it. But no, someone took the, I was really happy that they took the bunk bed, because you know what, it was in great condition. And when I dismantled it so it could be moved. I didn't take it, so to put it back together, provided you can work it out with the size of the screws and everything there, it's you could do it easily in even like in under 30 minutes. Yeah, I could do it because I know how I dismantled it, but all the small parts were kind of stuck on, and it was just so I could take it down the stairs and out of the door. But someone took it, and a lot of the time you get these sellers, they've got like secondhand shops and bric-a-brac and all that stuff, so they may have taken it and sell it. But I'm just glad, whether someone sells it or uses it, that, oops, sorry, that it's gone to use. It's not just been squashed up, right? Because I hate wasting stuff. Oh, actually, I'm in game now. Okay, tact controls aren't good on the Sega Saturn control. Okay, am I getting back out? He's probably telling me, get the heck back in there, man. Am I getting shot? Okay, I got shot. Okay, Alone in the Dark, remain alone in the dark. What's this? Angel Paradise. Ooh, this feels a bit... Let's have a look. Hopefully it's nothing nothing dodgy here. If it is, I'll quickly kind of reset it. Japan, the sussy stuff strong with this one. Yeah, you know what? Hopefully that what I've put on isn't a sussy one. But yeah, the bunk bed taken, and what else was there? Yeah, so Hoover out. I'll put a table outside. I'll put free table on there, but I don't know if anyone will take that. So what's this? This is something. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe even before it gets into that, I'm going to leave the angel one. Okay, we ran a lot of these games. I want to run stuff that we haven't run. Oh, Batman Forever, the arcade game. I think we've run that as well. Batsugan we've run. What's Battle Monsters? What's Battle Monsters? And what I'll do is, while Battle Monsters run, I'll go through the entirety of my games, so you can see what games I've got. Guys, a big shout out to the developer SRG320. His Patreon link is in the description. If you can, if you want to support a developer, you want to support his work, then yeah, go ahead and do that. Yeah, awesome. I always encourage people to support developers. Right, Battle Monsters, what is this? While we're on this title screen, guys, or whatever this is, let me just go through the entirety of my games. I'll go through them at speedish kind of thing, but you know, you might be able to kind of see everything there. It is quite a big list. I think I've probably got like maybe 300 games on here now, man. So I've got the vast majority of the set. I could probably get the whole CHD set on there, which I wouldn't mind doing at some point. But yeah, there's a lot of good games on here, and there's a lot of good arcade style games on here. Guys, if you're just tuning in, happy holidays. Hope you had like a good break, guys. I hope you had an awesome break, and I hope you still got more time off from work. Pressing that like button also really does help, and it doesn't cost you anything. If you're enjoying the stuff, then press that like button. Unless I completely get it, if you're like my buddy who doesn't want to let Google know what he likes, say never presses like. However, Google knows what videos he's watching, so I'm not quite sure exactly how that works out. It's just nuts though, because I was looking at waste disposal. I've got Google giving me waste disposal services now. You know, sorry, not waste disposal, but the council let you drive stuff down and dump it for free. You know, can't all fit in my bin. So okay, so that's what we've got in the CHD folder. Let's now go to the bin and queue folder. So it's a different format for games. Some of the games will repeat, some of them will be unique to the folders. So yeah, we've got a decent selection to go with. I wanted to patch the Bomberman game. There's Saturn Bomberman, which has had a translation, and that would have been interesting. I just didn't get enough of a chance to do it before the stream. I'm always having photo finishes with stream. I set the timer. I was going to do it for 6:15, and I thought, nah, you know what? Do it 6:30, and I did do it 6:30. But what's really weird with my laptop at the moment, a couple of times I've got the blue screen of death. It's just rebooted or gone to that blue screen of death and rebooted. So hopefully it doesn't happen within the stream, because I set the stream up, I come back and it had reset. Okay, this game looks interesting. It's a fighter. Right, again, going through all the games. I'm not even reading all the games myself, but hopefully you guys did. But okay, so this is, got to say, guys, this is interesting. I've never seen this. Looks like such a janky. So it's a platform brawler, right? Okay, command grabs. Gotta love the command grabs. But in fighting games, I really like command grabs. When I say command grab, I'm not a Zangief player, man. I am not a Zangief player. I don't like grapplers, but I do like a normal character with a command grab. Think it makes the mix-ups very interesting. Right, do it yourself. Streaming credits from the missus now, bro. Bikini physics for big 3D, absolutely, man. And I am when I go to KFC, I'm definitely a breast man. See, there you go. If my wife watches that, she'll know it's KFC. Yeah, the Colonel. That's not a sponsor, by the way, but the stuff I am pushing, Zapparoo, guys. The new name for Tap 2, the NFC project that just kind of gets everything going. So I'm wondering, is this going to be a 6-button thing? Oh, okay. Look at, wow, okay. What? Okay, strawberry. Strawberry jam. Chili and pepper. That looks like Ronald McDonald and I don't know, Ronald McDonald and Ronald McDonald, whatever. They're like some twins out there. Okay, Han. Okay, so if you could move your head around there, and his head is near the waist, it's very suspect. Now, if it was the other way around, I'd say that guy is using the fact that he can take his head off his shoulders, and he's going to use it to do something bad. I'm not going to say it because I try and keep it family, but man, we're definitely going down one rabbit hole here. Okay, what we got here? We got LAFA. What the heck is this? Is it 1AFA? I have no idea. Wow, okay, keybar, that is crazy, man. That looks like something a little bit out of like Killer Instinct, but not quite. Well, Killer Instinct, then Jason and the Argonauts, and I don't know, this Lizard Man skeleton has a red wig. This game is just nuts, guys. Absolutely crazy. One for you guys to kind of take note of. Let's have a look at the title, just so we don't skip it. This is called Battle Monsters, and rightfully so, you are just battling with monsters. Okay, so where are we now? Okay, what's this? Death Mask. Okay, that looks like Frankenstein. What have we got there? Kafka. Wow, guys. Skinny arms. Must be some kind of wizard. Okay, who's the lady? Wow, Naga. Okay, she has got a snake. Is it like a Medusa type of lady? Okay, who we got here? Albiok. Guys, let me know in chat if there's a specific character you want me to pick. I can pick it. Yeah, Vel, that was a Windows moment, man. But it's happening if you're... Oh, we got Shion. This looks like... He doesn't look very normal, but he looks like the most normal thing here out of the whole cast. And we're not going to go normal. If anyone wants me to pick a character, let me know. If not, I am going to decide and I am going to pick one. But wow, what a cast of characters. Should we be this dude here? Can he... I'm wondering if he can throw the head at you and be like, I'm giving you head. I'm giving you head. And that's instead of Hadouken, he does like a fireball where he launches his head, a projectile, and he's like, take the head, I'm giving you head. Okay, so let's go with Heart Heat Man, okay, because no one's come up with a character you want me to pick. Cool. Okay, let's have a look. Heart Heat Man, what is he going to okay, yeah, okay, Forest of Sioux. All right, we're fighting Ronald McDonald and his brother. Clearly the band Kiss fans. Hope you had a... Yeah, wicked scandal. Yeah, man, it was wow. He's beating him in the head. Yeah, I built a bunk bed yesterday and I dismantled one today. But it was just something I needed to get done. And I had to make sure Mama was out because I didn't want my mum to come in and freak out or anything. So I just wanted to make sure when I'm doing that DIY stuff and stuff's all over the place, she is not around. Okay, this game is rubbish, man. Okay, punch, kick, jump. There's a button for jump. Okay, all of the three top buttons are jump, so you've got a punch and a kick. I'm getting beat by the twins, man. Oh, they KO'd me, man. I bet they're gonna go and have a McDonald's now. Wicked. Headless. Oh, wicked. You said headless and I picked headless. Oh wow, okay, look at that. He does a... Is it a charge move? Nope. You know what? I'm just going to be like the kid in the arcade. I'm spamming, I'm moving directions and I'm spamming inputs. Okay, so... I mean, that's a new way of doing a headbutt. Seriously, guys, I'm not playing with any finesse here. I am just smashing those buttons. Oh, I was about to transform there. Did you see that? Oh, I might even win this. Oh, I transformed. That must have been the special. Oh, this game's nuts. It's not a good game, but you know what? I'm glad we ran this on stream because it's always nice discovering new games. That's what we've done here. Okay, I'm going to smash buttons again. And we're going to see if we can win this against Ronald McDonald twins. The McDonald's twins. Yeah, do I want to go large? I'm large right now. Okay, that must be unlimited. Let's see, if it happens again, then it's definitely unlimited. Oh, what they're doing to me, man. Guys, let me know if you've got any requests out of the list that you saw, and we can definitely get those going. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. So the first round I tried to play it and I lost. Round 2 and round 3, I just spammed buttons and moved stuff around and it seemed to have worked. So good stuff there, but I think that's enough of that. What's this one here? Bishio Sensei. Oh, Sailor Moon. Various emotion. Okay. Let's get in. Let's get some emotions going, guys. I'm going to take a sip of my drink. So when I was out earlier, I went to one supermarket and I wanted some energy drinks because this bunk bed thing was killing me. And I was like, I kind of needed it. And they were like £2 a drink. But then I went to another one where they got this one called Rockstar and there were 3 drinks for £2.50. And I was like, yeah, I'll get these. And then they also had bubble tea. And my kids were like, Dad, can we get bubble tea? And I got bubble tea, man. And it was all right. I like bubble tea. Oh, okay, before a copyright warning kicks in. That's what I'm always concerned about. And YouTube's matching tool's really bad. Like when I play Castlevania now and Symphony of the Night and it does Dracula's Castle, what happens is it kind of matches it with this guitarist called Richard EB saying it's his cover. I'd have to share revenue with him. So I tweeted him saying, look, what's going on? Every time I play it, it says that I'm gonna have to share revenue with you. And he goes, look, it's likely a mismatch with YouTube. And I completely get that. And I respect the guy for kind of getting back at me. If he didn't respond, I would have thought this guy is, maybe there's something here, but he kind of responded quite respectfully and decently. So I don't think it's something he does. I think it's just, it matches it with his videos or whatever. Unless I'm completely wrong and he knows about it and he still come and spoke about it or whatever. But what I'll do next time is I'm going to contest it. I'm going to say, no, this doesn't belong to him. This belongs to a video game. It's not. I'm going to see what I have to kind of see, because I had to kind of mute that section of that live stream. So let's have a look at this Sailor Moon game and let's see what happens. Okay, so is this the brawler that's in the arcade? Because that would be awesome. That really would be awesome. Let's run with this. So if it is, then cool. Hopefully it's not a fighter. I don't want it to be a fighter. I want it to be a scrolling brawler, because there's a Sailor Moon game and people really talk about it and they really like it. I don't really know too much about it. I feel like this is a fighter, because I feel like I have played this before. It must be, because we got that versus screen now where they're talking to each other. They're doing a bit of girl talk. She's like, you know, I'm gonna smash you up, then I'm gonna go and get a pedicure or a manicure. I had a pedicure recently, actually. Doctor was like, treat your feet. It's not just a girly thing. Go get a pedicure. And you know what? It was amazing. I loved the experience. And afterwards, my feet, I think, started looking better than my face. So for any of you guys out there, try a pedicure. In fact, I want to go with my wife and have one together, you know, like a couples thing, a pedicure there, and we'll both get it done. Okay. Okay, so one punch. Okay, it's got 2 punches, 2 kicks, I think. Oh, what, was that a dragon I've done it? She has a fireball. And she's chucking a cat at me. Right, okay, we got destroyed, guys. It's a fighter, nice one, man. The Arcade Sailor Moon was a beat 'em up. Yeah, do you know what, Vel? That's a game a lot of people speak about, and it'll be a good game to. It'll be a nice call to get. It'll be a nice game to play. I like beat 'em ups, man. I have to say though, doing the Mega Drive stream and playing like the Turtles Hyperstone Heist, the hit detection on that is amazing. I kind of wish I had like the arcade Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but with a Mega Drive's hit detection, man. I need to try the SNES one to see what the hit detection on that is like as well. Oh, there's a taunt button. I think I keep pressing that. And girl on goal action ends with my character losing. Guys, if you want any requests, hit me up with block capitals. If not, I'm going to keep going down. The Calican Dinosaurs was a great beat 'em up here, Mark. That is a great one. And we've got that on, we got that courtesy of Ortego on as a CPS 1.5 core. Okay, Bubble Bobble, also featuring Rainbow Islands. Now every time I run this, I run Rainbow Islands. Let's run Bubble Bobble, see if it's the arcade version, because the Rainbow Islands on Sega Saturn, from what I remember, it's got like a modernish look to it, and I'm not like the biggest fan of that one. What was great though was during the Mega Drive stream, was it Vel that asked, or someone else asked, saying, can you run Rainbow Islands? And I was like, I didn't even, Rainbow Islands, a New Zealand story, and they're both out for the Mega Drive, Japan only, but absolutely great to see that. Oh, Daisy Motoon, 60 FPS. How are you doing, man? Good to see you here. Do you know what? I'm not even sure if I've got those on here. I might have Daisymon 2. Let's have a look. Maybe I have. I can't remember. I know I was speaking to, oh, I forget the name now, man. I'm really bad with names. And I kind of featured it in a news video, because since the Sega Saturn core has support for a backup cartridge, people were able to add custom games to Daisymon, man. Elevator Action Returns, absolutely, man. That's a given. I don't think I've ever done a Saturn stream without running that game. So let's go Bubble Bobble. Okay, so oh, it's got Rainbow Highlands, a normal one and enhanced. So let's see Bubble Bobble. Is it just standard Bubble in here? I imagine it is. One of the best gaming soundtracks as well, by the way, guys. Guys, 60 FPS is awesome. He was involved. He had some input in making the custom stuff for DE10 along with other people over on the MiSTer add-ons Discord, which is a great Discord as well, by the way. Haven't got a link to that in the description. If you want one, ask me. I'll gladly send you an invite one. But especially if you use MiSTer add-ons products, it's a great place for support as well. Very, very good. There's one product I recommend from MiSTer Add-ons. Like, now, do understand he is a sponsor of the Saturday news video, but it is only the Saturday news video. Anything else like today's video, anyone I'm plugging today, I'm plugging because I think they're good people. That's why I'm plugging them. But there's one product from MiSTer Add-ons that I recommend above anything else. And at least my favorite one, and that's the Reflex Adapt. Why do I like it? You can use so many different controllers with it, but it's not like Snack where it has to work only on that particular core. You can use any controller with any core, you can navigate the menu, and it only has 1 millisecond of lag. Snack has 0 from what I understand, but honestly, if you break a second down into 1,000 units, 0 is Snack, 1 is Reflex Adapt, and Reflex Adapt is such a cool device. I've got 2 of them, man. I love them, and I need to do a video on them because, you know, for example, if you've got your GameCube controller and you're enjoying playing, if you're enjoying playing stuff like the GameCube, right? So if you're playing GameCube stuff, you can actually use your GameCube controller on your PC to play like Dolphin stuff, which will add to that experience. And I really do like Dolphin. I love the emulator, whether I'm using like a mobile version or whether I'm using when I say mobile, sorry, on Android, to play something like Beautiful Joe or Zelda the Wind Waker. What is it? Is it frozen here on us? Okay, you know what? Let's go to this one because this is the one I've had for a while and I know this works. So elevator action returns, right? Yeah, so it's really good. I like it a lot. Can't recommend the device enough. But yeah, I definitely need to do a video on there, more showing playing stuff on PC as well as MiSTer and using it wherever. I think there's a way of getting it to work on the Analog Pocket as well, quite possibly, kind of pushing like an X input mode, but it's not something that I've personally tried. So really good. Shockily, what's this? Reflex later varies. Oh, okay, input type and mode. Oh, okay, I didn't know that 60 FPS. So what are the ranges for the input latency? What are the ranges? Okay, because from what I always thought it was 1 millisecond. So okay, so that's okay, right? Actually, okay, I like the way you spelt that. Wicked. Okay, we've got your elevator action returns, but while this is kind of showing, what I do want to have a look at is, have I got that DE10 one? How do you spell it? D-E. No, maybe in the other folder. Let's go here. Oh, I've got it. I have got it. Okay, so we can run that after. So let's have a look at a little bit the attract mode, because the attract mode of this looks really good. Wicked, man. That's awesome. Scandal UK. I bought one from AliExpress and I didn't realize there was a particular one. Was it made by like Mayflash or Mayflower or someone? And that one was the good one. My friend only told me after. I thought I could buy any generic one, but the one I bought, from what I recall, wasn't that great. I think I've still got it somewhere. I haven't used it, but that's really interesting to use that. I've still got my Wii. In fact, it's one of the consoles I kept. I've still got a Wii. I've got a PS2. Unfortunately, my Xbox from that generation, when I turned it on, something died in it. I think it may be a capacitor, or it may be the actual hard drive that was in it. That was really sad, because the original Xbox is a fantastic machine, especially when modded. That's the machine that got me, that really got me into emulation. I remember when I got that with whatever it had on there, MAME, Final Burn, some iteration of Final Burn. I was just like, wow, amazing. Yeah, it's called Mayflash. The one is 30 on Amazon though. Oh, that's fine though, man. Just to get that and to be able to play like Wii games, it's great on the PC. And for the whole part, I really do think it just does a fantastic job. It is such a good emulator. And there was even a point where the Capcom versus SNK 2 guys, even though Capcom vs SNK 2, the EO version on the GameCube is probably the worst version of the game. But the netcode with the roll pack was so good. And this is where Nintendo fans go above and beyond compared to fans of other systems out there. The emulation is just insane. When you go on to the kind of nightlies for Dolphin, man, sometimes it gets updated multiple times in a day. So it is insane. So let's look at Daizemon for 60 FPS. So just for the record, Daizemon is actually someone that when he moves in real life, he moves at 60 FPS. There's nothing different about that. Let's have a look at this. Now, I don't know if I've got any user-generated content. I've probably only got normal stuff in there. Run if a Wiimote get... Yeah, so that's why you've got the little strap on the Wii's, man. Either put that in there. Yo, Cuckoo in the house, man. How you doing, man? Wicked. I'll make sure I say, I'm going to tell the family. I'm going to go, family, Cuckoo says hello. They're going to go, who the heck is Cuckoo? I'll be like, don't worry about it. Just accept his hello. Yeah, when someone says hello to you, they are polite. Like often, there was someone that I worked with a while ago, and do you know what? They just had really good manners. This person their manners were just so damn good. I was always just impressed by them. And one thing they used to do is they never knew my family. They never knew my kids, and they always used to say, you know what, hey Pixel, how you doing? Like, how's the family? Like, how the kids? And I'm, yeah, you know what, they're good. And it was the first person to do that. And I was like, okay, this person's just like, they don't even know my family, and they ask, and it felt good. And I was like, that actually feels good. It's a nice thing to say to someone. So I always end up saying to people, look, I hope you're well. I hope the family's well. You know, and generally it's perceived like nicely. It's perceived very, very nicely. So yeah, man, like all good. Okay, so here we are. This is for 60 FPS Daizemon. Maybe at some point I'll get, you know what, do you know what, 60 FPS? Maybe at some point, just hit me up on a DM or something. Once this has got like lots and lots of custom stuff, maybe just help me get one going, and we'll get a Daizemon community made stream going. I can dedicate a stream to it. I think at the moment there's 31 available for the Sega Saturn, which is enough to look at, but let's get to like 50 or 100 or like a big milestone, and what we'll do is we'll just run all these games. Wow, guys, look at this. Nice. Ah, I'm too greedy for the power-ups. So I guess fans of this must have been really, really happy with backup cart support, just so they could load all the custom games. I don't think this is a custom game. I think this is one of the vanilla games in there. But I like that fire. It's got a nice effect to it, man. And you know, this game's not short of power-ups. I like the bullet speed as well. They're slow, but there's a lot of stuff happening on the screen sometimes. You need to shoot that in its head. What was that movie, Nurse Betty, where he tells his son, Chris Rock, I think it's Morgan Freeman, he goes, son, what's all this crazy shit? Sorry about the bad language. He goes, what's all this crazy stuff? He goes, you know, free in the head, you know they're dead. You know, they're hitmen. It's like, free in the head, you know they're dead. Oh, wow. Nice. Very nice graphics. Ooh. Let's see. What's the bomb? Oh, that's the bomb. Wow. Absolutely awesome. Alright, as soon as I die, one more, and you can play 2 players. I just don't really have any friends around with my MiSTer setup, but I do have a mobile setup, and I don't know if I'll have time to go and see one of my friends. Maybe I can take a mobile setup up there and do a stream with them, you know? Man, I have to say, the Virgin engineer that came around, I wasn't very happy with Virgin. I thought they were a bit crap. But man, the router, the ISP hub that these guys gave me, wow, like absolutely amazing. Like it's better than the Asus router that I've been using for ages. Like, amazing. I get full bandwidth on Wi-Fi. It is Wi-Fi 6 as well. So my Wi-Fi 6 devices hoover up that Wi-Fi signal. I'm streaming on Wi-Fi. Yo, we got Lord Metroid in the house. Lord Metroid is awesome, man. A long time supporter of the channel, dude. Really appreciate you, man. Saturn is an awesome system, Cuckoo. And you know what else is awesome? You are damn awesome, man. Thank you for always being awesome. We are the FPGA family. I got all my sisters in me. Okay, that sounds wrong. You follow the list, the recommendations to populate those files. Oh, wicked, man. You know what? At some point, I think we'll collaborate, and we'll just get. You chose one of the games provided on this. Oh, yeah, no, I imagine I did, because I don't have that custom one going. So let's run something else now. We've done that one for thingy. Okay, while we're on that, let's go Dodonpachi. And let's run that, because that's a shmup that many people really do like. So wicked. Okay, sorry, Lord Metro says at work, stopping by to say hi. Salute. Wicked, man. Have a good day at work, man. I'm so happy, right? So for years, for 13 years, the first year I didn't do shift. For 12 years I did shift work, night shift. So I probably would have been working right now. And I always liked working Christmas and Boxing Day, because effectively, like, I used to get paid a lot, man. I used to get paid triple, so I loved it. So I was never ever off. But I have to say, I'm really happy being that Monday to Friday guy, bank holidays, every weekend off. Yeah, MiSTer and Analog Pocket family, man. The FPGA gaming family. That's what it is, you know. Like, you make friends, you do this stuff. It's cool. It's cool. What's Saturn mode? I know sometimes when I pick this stuff, it does kind of this Tarte mode thing. Tarte, very English. Tarte mode. So first time I read it, obviously I read it as Tate. I was like, Tate mode, what's Tate mode? And I was like, they were like, no, you dimwit, it's Tarte mode. Right, I'm gonna go for this one. Ooh, and what's this one? Ooh, laser in my blazer. Dodonpachi. Hey guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome. This is a stream I'm doing where I'm just super happy, because you know what? Yeah, I built that bunk bed yesterday, dismantled the other one. Now I've got my car's loaded up with a lot of waste stuff that I need to take to the council's waste disposal and recycling centre. Tomorrow they say they open at 9 AM. Hopefully they're not closed. It only says they're closed on Christmas Day, Boxing Day and New Year's Day. Wow, they're not even closed Easter Sunday according to what it says online. So yeah, so hopefully once I kind of get rid of that, I'll be happy. Then a big shout out to my buddy, man, who's got a wicked restaurant. He's the one that gave me the PVM. He always invites me every so often. I told him, look, come around to mine, but he's like, look, it's busy season for us. I'll come around in January. And I was like, all right, but you got to come to my place next, have a meal, do some video games, maybe go arcade. Then he sends me a message saying, look, come around with a family on the Christmas holidays. And my kids and my wife, they love going to that restaurant, man. They love the food. We get treated like VIPs. So I was like, dude, cool. So I'm going to go to him Sunday. So that'll be just before I go to work. Right, let's run another game. Guys, am I seeing requests? If there's any requests down here, then yeah, let me know your requests. If not, I'll keep picking other stuff. So Dodonpachi, okay, this is Donpachi. I guess this is a different game, right? Donpachi. It's not something I kept up with, and I feel bad when I don't know this stuff to the hardcore people that do know this stuff, because when someone says, you know, all Street Fighters are the same, and you know, you feel like giving them a little slap. Like, no, they're not all the same, man. What's the one? You know that classic, the Batman one, where it's the first one that I remember seeing, it was like something, it's a guitar, Batman, nice guitar, and he slaps him saying it's a bass, but that's been used so many times to correct people, man. On, what's this one here, in your on-chat screen? Okay, what's that? I filtered out my mention of Heckhound. Oh, wicked Heckhound on the MiSTer FPGA Discord, who got Desmond to save file up because it included a simple URL archive. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, archive, they get banned, man. I haven't got, I've got, if Alan D's around, I think he can, I don't know if he can authorize it or do whatever. I'm not too familiar with it. I generally have URLs off, and the reason for that is you start getting crypto bots and porn bots and spam bots and all that stuff in here. So Yeah, sorry about that, but yeah, Heckhound, man, awesome guy. That's the guy. Yeah, that's the guy I'm speaking to. But he specifically said to give you a shout out because you were very helpful, and he said to give someone else a shout out. I just can't remember, but I did give those shouts out in that weekly news video when I did it. That was a difficult piece to put together, man, because I had no idea about it. But that's the case with a lot of stuff that I do. Oh, wicked. Looking weird quickly. Oh, okay. Thanks for that advice, Mel. Wicked. Family playing games, awesomeness. Yeah, my kids are downstairs playing, man. Presented by Minecraft. One of them was playing Scribblenauts. They really like they watched this streamer called I thought it was Dante DM, but it's Dan T, like Dan, and then T, and then DM. So that's the streamer that they like watching. So the guy told him, oh, play Scribblenauts, and I've shared my stream library with them, and I've had Scribblenauts on there for some time. So yeah, one of them's playing Scribblenauts now, the other one's playing Minecraft, man. And guess what? My daughter, who's 16, she was like, Dad, can I play Roblox? Because I banned them years and years ago from playing Roblox. I hated the predatory kind of nature of Roblox forcing you to buy, like making that purchases, and the way it kind of initiates them and everything. So but yeah, she's 16 and she was like, Dad, I really want to play it. So she plays it on her phone, and her brothers don't know she plays it. And I guess maybe that's what does nostalgia for her, you know, the way we get nostalgia out of a lot of stuff that we play on our FPGA consoles. So yeah, she's playing with one of her school friends on there. They're always laughing, giggling, and then she's playing it on her phone. And you know what, she's got one of my old laptops, man, and I've got the weak laptop. She's got a laptop with an RTX 3070 in there, 32 gig of RAM. I think it's got 8 gig of VRAM, which isn't massive, but it's still a very decent, powerful laptop. And here I am rocking a 1660 Ti in a smaller laptop with 24 gig of RAM, which I upgraded. That's the max I can upgrade it to. And you know what? She doesn't even turn the damn thing on. It doesn't. I can't remember the last time she turned it on. I'm like, when are you going to turn it on? She used to play Apex on there all the time. She used to play Minecraft as well. But yeah, man, she hasn't turned it on for ages and ages. And I'm almost in two minds saying, look, shall I take that laptop off her? But I've decided I'm going to buy a desktop. I was going to buy one like last week, but I'm wondering just to see what happens with the 5000 series and what comes up. I'm quite happy to get a 4070 Ti Super with an AMD. Is it either a 9800? Oh, I forget what it's called now, because it's a 9800 3DX or 3DFX. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I'm just going to go all out with that. And so if later on I do want to upgrade something, I can, and I want the processor to last me, you know, the best part of a decade. So I've realized that I'm gonna have to spend a couple of grand with it, but I'm quite happy. I've still, yeah, I'll do that. I just need to yeah, I've got a friend that owes me a couple of grand, so whenever he pays me back, I'll probably just grab the laptop, man. But if not, then I'll grab it before Monster Hunter Wilds comes out, because I want to play that, and I want to play that like looking good. I don't want to play it at, you know, 30 frames a second. I want to play it running at a full 60. 60 I'm happy with, you know. I can do more, but if I'm going to stream it, I'm going to stream it at 60. So, right, okay, let's run another game now. Do we have another request? Do you know what? I'll be able to get, you know what? They're expensive, man. PCs are expensive. I don't know what double switch is, but okay, let's go double switch. Ah, okay, I can just press start there. Wicked. You can stream a lot of your Steam library on GeForce now. Oh, that's true. You know what? You can, but I always like running stuff natively. And the thing is, if I do end up getting myself a powerful PC, then that would only help with video production anyway. So that's all good. I want to get a desktop now, because, you know, the laptop I've got is 4 years old. I still like this laptop a lot, by the way. The Asus Zephyrus G14 range, wicked laptops for a light one to carry. It's got an AMD 4800U in it, I think, or a AMD 4800. I think it's a U. And what that does is, when you run it on battery, you can run it on the built-in Parodius. Yeah, no worries, Richard. Try and do block capitals because that will definitely stand out. But no worries, I got you there, my bro. Yes, it runs really, really good on battery. I can get like 8 hours out of it, man. I've taken it out with me, edited videos, done stuff on the go with it. It's very, very good for that. So even if I get another desktop, I'll still use this laptop, and I've still got my 10-inch laptop. I've got too much tech. I need to use my MetaQuest 3 a little bit more because it's just sitting there. Like my cousin says, he said you bought it for £480 after seeing it at my place, but you've essentially got a door stopper. My kids always want to play it, but I know they'll break it if I left it with them, so it just kind of sits there. I need to play that as well. Wicked 60 FPS. Thanks for that reminder, man. Appreciate it. But let's go Parodius because we've not received a lot of requests. So let's go Parodius. Or maybe it's in the other folder. Here we go. Parodius, always a good time, guys. Always a good time. No, do you know? Okay, so Raging Cajun, you know what, right? I'm not one. I don't like borrowing money. I don't like lending money. I don't like taking things on credit. I like to, you know, I live within my means. If I can't afford something, I can't. I don't drive a fancy car. You know, I'm not a very rich guy. But you know, this is a friend of mine that I grew up with. The guy is like a brother, so I don't really. And he didn't ask me for the money. I just said to him, look, like, take a bit of money from me when you know, when you get past what you're going through, pay me back. And in all honesty, I will only lend money out to someone I know that if I never got the money back, I wouldn't be bothered. And in all honesty, this is like one of my friends that's like a brother. I grew up with this guy from the age of 11, from the start of secondary school. So even if I never got my money back, I'm not really that fussed, man. It's you know, he's a great friend of mine. So, you know, I learned the hard way. There were some people that, oh, okay. Well, what's Fantastic Journey? Interested to see what that is. So there was people, I remember, that used to borrow money, and they would borrow money and they would run from paycheck to paycheck. So what if you let them £20, for example, as soon as they get paid, they'll pay you, but then they'll borrow another £20 a week later. So I started, you know, people that couldn't manage their finances and stuff like that, I just kind of just rub it off because I was leaving myself in a vulnerable state. Then there's certain friends I had that were younger that would never ever pay you back, and I learned that people aren't gonna change. So, you know, is he an idiot? Is he an idiot because he is who he is? The person's gonna borrow money and not pay you. That's his character. Or am I the idiot that doesn't realize that this person's never gonna pay you back and keeps lending him money? So I kind of learned off that, and I stopped lending people money where I know I wouldn't get it back. But you know, I've got friends, and for example, if I was in a pickle, I've got certain friends that if I said, look, like, I need 10,000 to get me out of a little bit of a pickle, then they would be okay with that. You know, I could get the money. So it only applies to a few other people, but that's fine, because even if I don't get the money back by the time Monster Hunter's out, which is February, I'll buy myself a PC anyway, and then when I get that, I'll kind of put that back into the savings and whatnot. Right, okay, we're gonna go, is this no set? Okay, use power up and shot. Yeah, see, that's what I like. So auto just sucks. It just gives the power ups for you. Manual, all 3 buttons. I don't want all 3 buttons because I only want to spam 1 button. Did you? I don't want to spam. Yeah, I don't want to spam 2 buttons: a button for missile and a button for fire. So we'll go semi-automatic. Did I call the police on who? No, my buddy. No, of course I didn't. Or did I call the police on someone for not capitalizing? Okay, so Wicked. Who said hi? Yo, Fixio Lab. Wicked. Hello to you too, buddy. Okay, that speed is enough. Let's get the chicken in the middle. Oh, wow. Yeah, laser baby. Let's get all the bells. Okay, I want to get option. Oh, it must be picking stuff for me, you know. I didn't press the button for option. Such great games, man. So I wonder what the difference is with this. So we picked whatever the other title was there. So this isn't the original Parodius, but the original Parodius is on here. So I wonder what this is, a sequel or something. But man, they're such great games. So crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. And the Saturn does a really good job of, you know, the arcade ports that are on there. Anyone want a kettle? Oh, what? It didn't destroy the arms. Okay. We got big again, boys. It's got me the option. Let's destroy. Can we destroy the Konami side? No, we can't. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. I just had to destroy those things up there. Right. Good stuff. Guys, for anyone just tuning in, we are having a look at the Sega Saturn core once again. Always love this core, so I never get bored of this core, so it's one of the ones I like doing. I wanted to get that blue power up there. Never mind. Wow. Ah. Okay, when you die, you lose your power ups. Right, let's run the normal Parodius, because maybe that is what Richard wanted, the normal Parodius, and I went into that fantasy island or whatever it was called. Let's go. Let me take a sip of my drink, which today is a strawberry flavored Rockstar. I might have to wipe the disc, guys. Hopefully this time it loads up. Yeah, Raging Cajun, man, we can do. Is it Cotton 2 that's on here? There's definitely a Cotton game on here anyway. So yeah, we can do that. Oh, wicked, we are in. We'll have a look at Parodius. So let's go Parodius. So Fantastic Journey must be like a sequel. The bell system in shmups. Yeah, do you know what? There's so you can find out what they are quite easily, to be honest. But yeah, one makes you big, one gives you that little fire, the little lightsaber type thing that goes out. Let's pick something else. All right, we go penguin this time. Yeah, one gives you that bell, one gives you that big explosive. So okay, no, I want manual. Power up, shot, missile. Ah, see, it's got two buttons. This is what I hate about it, man. You can configure two buttons to one on your MiSTer FPGA by kind of setting up the alternative controls. Wow, this penguin dude's really slow. Speed up. Oh, that's cool. You can keep your finger on it though, so that's kind of all right. There you go. That's the explosive one. Was that blue? I'm colorblind, but and it's all about getting the options in this. Great soundtrack as well, by the way, this game. Too slow. I should maybe bank one more speed. Ah, nice. I hate it when it just breaks you, man, and it resets everything. Okay. Which one is this? Oh, this is the cat ship now, isn't it? I keep getting blue. I wanted to get different colors, 60 FPS, so you could see what's what. But yeah, we keep getting blue. What's that? Does that destroy all his little minions? No, it doesn't really. The blue one didn't really have an effect on anything boss related. See, that's it. Now, if you die, you lose all your power-ups, man. And once I lose a life on this, it's like Grego2D said, speaking to Grego, a developer, and he was like, "Yeah, man, like don't die." And he's like, "I kept dying, but then I got better, and then I stopped dying, and things just got better." So what we want to do is we want to go for the bubble now. Whoops. Two more. Ah, okay, we're going to another game. Let's have a look at Cotton 2. Wicked. Cotton 2. And that's the English translation for you as well, Raging Cajun. Yeah, you know, I do like the Konami soundtracks. Like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, it's one of my favorite soundtracks ever, man. It's an amazing soundtrack. TMNT on the NES was difficult, man. I don't think we completed that. I can't remember if one of my friends bought a NES with that as like a bundled game, or if they bought that game separate, or whether we borrowed it from someone that had the bundle. But yeah, we all sat around playing it, man, and it was a difficult game, man. And I think it's regarded as one of the most difficult games as well. So had like the bird's eye view parts as well. The underwater parts were tough as well, from what I remember. It was an unforgivingly tough game, man. So here we are with a little bit of Cotton, and this has a very, very nice and mellow soundtrack to it as well. So guys, if you're just tuning in, we are looking at the Sega Saturn core on the MiSTer FPGA. I do hope everyone had a awesome holiday season. And yeah, man, holiday season. Yeah, we're still in holiday season, man. I'm not back at work till next Monday. Well, this Monday coming, and then I'm off again Wednesday, man. I love these bank holidays off. I wonder when the next bank holidays are. I'm looking forward to them already. I don't think they'll be till March or April, until when Easter comes. So that'll be a nice long 4-day weekends, and we have like May Day here as well. So looking forward to all the bank holidays. Right, it's a game where I should actually learn the mechanics. I play it enough on stream. It always gets requested. It's yeah, it's a great system. So guys, keep an eye on the top right. I'm kind of promoting good things within the FPGA gaming scene, including like the MiSTer FPGA Discord, a great place to hang out if you want to talk about MiSTer stuff and other FPGA stuff, but the focus of it is MiSTer FPGA. Ooh, okay, again, look, really, really good enemies in here, great design. And yeah, we're giving Zapparoo, Pixel Memories, and MiSTer Add-ons, oh, and Free Play City, London's best arcade, a plug as well. So, oh, that was the fire, right? Okay. Really, really good soundtrack. I think this might be the soundtrack of the next weekly news video, if I can remember it. I need to just put it into my notes for that week's episode. If I put it on top, soundtrack, then I remember, because I always have a idea. I'll play a game and I think, oh, this soundtrack rocks. I need to use this. This part here is banging. So, okay, that I'm like a close range attack. Ah, interesting. I can pick them up, right? Sorry, I've played the games loads of times, but I've never tried to fully learn the mechanics. So this one actually you can grab the enemies and chuck them back at them. That's superb. And this boss just looks so darn good, man. Take that. Ice, ice, baby. Oh, is it tea time? I think it might be tea time, guys. I think I need to do a Neo Geo stream soon as well, man. You know, Vertex core there is just absolutely superb, man. Hey guys, and welcome to the stream. We're looking at the Sega Saturn core. Guys, this is a game to test out. This is a game to play. The Cotton game. It is such a great game. Got to give a shout out to Terminator 2K2. He's got a channel as well. Chris's Retro Gaming, I think it's called. He absolutely loves the Cotton games, man. Love tossing that guy. Pick him up and toss him. I have like my own option now. Oh, look at that hurricane. Okay, this second level music's good, but the first level was amazing. Okay, wow, that's a darn good game, guys. Darn good game. Thank you for that recommendation. Crows. We've looked at that before. Do you know what? There's a new game I put in here, yeah? And I think it's a granny. It's let's have a look at it. Granny Chaser. It's a Japanese game. What are the chances this is a dating simulator where you are chasing grannies? I have no idea what it is, but I was like, I haven't got it in the collection, and I need to put Granny Chaser up there, right? Because hey, man, even Granny deserves some love, right? So let's have a look at this. So hopefully it's not too adult, but we'll have a look at this. Oh, sorry, I didn't even notice what was on the source score screen. You know, I was looking at Granny Chasers. So guys, it's time to chase the grannies, man. I mean, I'm hitting that age now where I could be in Granddad Rome if I settled down and had kids when I was earlier, and my kids, you know, had kids. But that don't look like a granny. Unless you're chasing a granny in that fast vehicle. Let's have a look, guys. So is this what you're doing? You're wooing a granny in this super fast car. Okay, Grand Chaser. Okay, Gran, where are ya? I am coming for ya. Right, okay. Well, we're going to get story mode. Okay, so there's the story about how, your backstory about how you're a young guy that loves grannies because young girls don't give you the time of the day. Free run mode, that is where you free run and grab a granny. All right, we'll go story mode. Where are you, Granny? We're coming for ya. Level, standard, level, advanced. We'll go standard granny. I don't want to go advanced granny at the moment. Whatever that says, I'm going to say yes. Okay. Oh, that's the guy that likes the grannies. He woke up and he's like, I need myself a granny. That's what I want. I am a gilf hunter. Okay, here I am in my car looking for that granny. Yeah, wicked, wicked. Yeah, no, Cotton's wicked, man. Cotton's wicked. But now we're moving on to grannies now, man. That is what we are doing. Some granny action. Okay, we're taking Granny to the countryside. That's what we're doing. We're taking the countryside for a nice little view. Some sandwiches maybe. A butler to woo her. He's like, yep, give the granny that you want. You know, you be super gilf. Give her this glass of, I don't know what that is, hot cocoa. He's like, listen, I dealt with a lot of grannies in my time, but now, young man, you need to go for the grannies. Okay, machine order. Okay, engine, neutral. Okay, a lot of emphasis on the car here. Let's have a look. The butler will do it. Hey, yo, Ukerman, how you doing, my brother? Okay, so hopefully at the end of the race we get to see Granny. Okay, so you're doing Granny Wipeout style. So you race and then you win a date with a Granny. I'll be honest with you, looking at the title Grand Chaser, I thought it was going to be a dating simulator straight off the bat, but it could just be a hybrid where, oh, what the hell? I've got to go around, right, okay. Okay. Oh wow, okay, you got weapons as well. So if someone is trying to woo your sweetheart Granny, you can chuck a weapon at them. Mario Kart or Wipeout style. I feel like there might not be any Granny in this game, you know. I think it might be Gran like Gran Turismo, you know. I mean, I could be wrong. Unless obviously we do the race and we find Grans there. Okay, it doesn't look like the weapons you pick up respawn, because like those cylinders there was, okay, I got one now, so I got a bullet. Heard a lap 3 there. Okay, so there's 5 laps. So let's just finish and do this just to see if there is a Gran at the end. I kind of feel like there's not going to be. Okay, I got 3 bullets. Oh, let's shoot that thing. Did I get it? Not even sure. Interesting little game though. Controls aren't too bad. Lap 4. Okay, we're on lap 4, guys. Bear with me. Let's do it. I just want to. I'm getting the feeling that this isn't a Granny like pulling dating simulator. I think it might just be Gran as in Gran Turismo or whatever, you know. Not Gran as in lovely old lady, boiled sweet, out of the pocket, a little bit hairy, and you're the young guy that's trying to woo her in a car. I think I completely got it wrong there, guys. I do apologise for that. Soundtrack's alright as well though. It's not bad. Not great, not bad. Just somewhere in between. I don't have no more bullets, man. But we are on a final lap now. Oh, someone's trying to whack me out there, man. Do you know what? The more... by the time I'm on the 5th lap of this, I'm actually enjoying this game. Not a bad game. Okay, we've done it. Do we win, Granny? X-Men versus Street Fighter, Raging Cage. Yeah, man, no worries, man. We can do that. Wicked, all right. Hey guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. We're looking at Sega Saturn. We are taking requests. Anything goes. We are good. So X-Men versus Street Fighter. Here we go. And this is for Raging Cajun, the Dollar General. Is this Wipeout without enough budget? Maybe. Game Master, wicked. You know, I can't see the logo, it's a bit small, but is that logo from the Games Master TV show? Because I absolutely used to love that TV show. It was something I wanted to watch every single week because it was fab. Loved it, absolutely loved it. Hopefully this is loading up. Let me let's see. Are we in there? Oh, here we are. We're gonna have to watch the intro because it has an epic handshake in here. Right, what controller are you using with this? So Kerman, I'm actually using the M30. So previously I always used the white one because it was USB Type-C, but because I've got an on-the-go streaming setup, I've got a 10-inch laptop in a bag and an additional 10-inch screen to plug the MiSTer into. And yeah, man, I've got that set up to on the go. So I've put the USB-C one in there. I put the USB-C style controller in there because I don't need to take other chargers. The black controller that I'm using here is a micro USB one, and that's what I'm using. It's just as good. It's as good as the other one. It's just the white one is USB Type-C. The black one is an earlier one with a micro USB charging thing. But I do have, do you know the way doctors have an emergency, they have a grab bag, right? So if they're called out and there's an emergency or something, they run out and they're like, okay, I've got all my medical tools in here. I have legit got an emergency streaming system out there. So sometimes I'll again do it from the kitchen at certain times. It's just, I tend not to. If my wife's asleep, doesn't mean, means I haven't got access to the bedroom. I could take my streaming set, which has the capture card, screen, controller, everything in there, ready to go, right? But as I said, my mum's staying with me. If my mum's around, and she could just randomly, like, sometimes she'll go to sleep at like 6 p.m. 9 p.m. she'll wake up thinking it's morning, and she'll go down trying to have breakfast and stuff. And you know, so because of that, I'll have to keep turning the stream off and doing it. It's very, very random. It can happen at any time. So but I do like my on-the-go stream. But yeah, going back to your thing, man, the M30 controller is fantastic for the Sega Saturn. Yo, Ryan, wicked, man, my brother. I actually did the stream for you yesterday, man, the Mega Drive one. I know you mentioned let's do a Mega Drive one, and I specifically said, Ryan was like, we need to do a Mega Drive stream, and this is from Ryan over on the PCN Gaming Discord, and he always comes on the streams, and hopefully he'll come. But I don't remember you being in the chat. If you did drop by, then I may have missed it. But yeah, that was the Mega Drive stream I dedicated to you. But I should have asked you and just made sure you're available, so apologies for that. Next time you want something and I'm going to do it, I'll message you or I'll ping you on Discord saying, look, I'm going to do it this time. Are you around? If not, I'll reshuffle it. I am looking forward to doing a Game Boy Advance stream. Badu 2's making very, very good progress on there, and hopefully he'll have some additional features working in there soon, so that'll be cool. Let's have a look. Almost missed the stream. My parents are visiting from the UK for New Year's, as it's a big celebration in New Zealand. Oh, wicked, man. Nice. So parents are around, man. Parents are cool, man. I like my parents, both my mum and my dad. I see my dad lives out of the country. I see him like once a year usually. I do call him. He asks me for the weirdest things, man. He'll be like, I've got this phone, son. I need the battery for it. The battery is swollen up. I'm like, get rid of the battery, man, like before it blows up or something. And I said, look, I've taken a picture of it. I found it on AliExpress. I said, look, I'm not going to buy it because you're not coming over till summer. I'll buy it for you when you come there and you can take it back with you. And then I said to him, look, can you not get it from out there? He was like, no, I can't. So it's just really, really funny, man. No worries, Ryan, man. No worries. Glad you're here today. Let's give this a quick blast. I want to check something here because on the M30, on the white one, whenever I'm playing like a fighting game, when I do a fireball, I'll always end up doing like a top corner motion. I'll push it into the top corner by accident. So I want to see if it happens on this one as well. So I'll be boring. I'll go Ryu, and let's pick one from Marvel. Let's go Rogue, man. We're gonna go Rogue. So no, we want Turbo. Again, such great looking games these are, man. Just seriously, the pixel art, the graphics, this is how fighters should be. This is how I like my fighters. I am enjoying Samurai Shodown, so let me see. Okay, so I haven't jumped up yet. Maybe I'm better with this black one, you know? Look at that, look at that. You know what, you can play these games for ages. You know, look at that bunny selling balloons by the escalator. And I really like the twist on the soundtrack here. Oh, do you know what I did buy the other day? I bought Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite in order to try that mod. You know, Infinite and Beyond. Wow. Such cool damn games, man. But when I play that Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite and Beyond, yo, Tresuractor, how you doing, my G? I'm good, man. Right, okay, so yeah, when I oh yeah, so Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, I need to download the mod. Actually, I might do it after this. I can actually stay up really late, man. My missus is going to be sleeping in the boys' room, man, with their new bunk beds. so I can legit stay up. I'll probably be tired because I've been up early, and I need to be up early tomorrow as well to go to this council place. A couple of things to do in the afternoon, but I'm kind of alright in the evening. Okay, a bit of girl on girl action. Oh. I love how that looks, man. Oh, look at it. If you can hear the soundtrack, it's Chun-Li, man. Oh, got me. Oh, come on. I thought you'd get hoovered in there, man. Okay, Chun-Li jumped in there. Okay, now I just jumped up there. I'm going to do a hurricane kick. Okay, so I think with the controllers, it's a me issue, man. Nice, okay. And can we press the start button here and hit them when they're down? Yeah, we can. See, look, I love the poses you get here. Fantastic. And we got a request for another game. Let's have a look. Oh, you know what? I always do this. I always forget to do the dock. There's a dock for chat, which I always turn off when I just film like a regular video. So let's run another game. Do we have another request? Wicked. Okay. And you know what, Raging Cajun? Yeah, I agree, man. It has a lot of very good 2D games on it. So X-Men Arcade. Okay, Humany. Okay. Phil told me about this game. This is like a graphic novelty type of game. We'll have a quick look and then we'll go out there. Odyssey 113 music. Is there an option to auto set the BIOS in the Sega Saturn? Cool. So Odyssey, the BIOS that I'm using, let me see if we can have a look at them anyhow. Okay, let's okay, right. So I've got, right, so when it comes to the BIOS file, there's actually a hacked region 3 BIOS. It's the highest Saturn, I can't remember off the top of my head. It's either 1.1 or 1.3, but it's a hacked region 3 BIOS. And I started using that a while ago, and that's the one that I've been using. And this update tool has done some kind of replacement for me. That high Saturn hacked region 3 BIOS has just been a one-trick pony. It's worked flawlessly for me for everything. So yeah, that's the BIOS to kind of find and look for it and to use. So guys, let's talk a little bit of Super Sega, man. What the heck is going on with that? They said apparently now Sega love their project and have apologized, and I don't know, just some yelling. I'll tell you what, it's such a circus, I can't even be bothered to covering it fully. I can't keep up with it, man, with the time that I've got. Absolutely crazy. Oh, that's really weird. You know, okay, so Odyssey, I'm going to ask you here, are you using the stable version of the core, which you get via update tool? Because that's a very, very old version of the core. The cores probably had like 50 updates since then, if not more. You need to run an unstable version of the MiSTer core. If you check the description, I think I've got an invite to the MiSTer FPGA Discord on there. If I haven't, you'll see it come up in the top right. If you copy that URL and go to it, it will be an invite, and you can you should be able to join that to you should be able to use that to join the Discord. They've got compiled versions of the latest core on there. It is the unstable version, actually. Okay, I'm not quite sure, because as you can see, I don't need to pick my BIOS. It's just automatically there. So I don't know if anyone else in chat can shed a bit of light to it from the Discord the other day. Okay, I'm not quite sure. I don't know if anyone else wants to help, but I am not having to choose my BIOS, man. I haven't had to do that for a long time. So not exactly sure what's going on there with you, buddy. But since you are on a Discord, go over to the Cores and Sega Saturn channel and just ask in there, man. You'll get help within minutes, if not seconds. You know, they're a helpful bunch on there. I get a lot of help from the community, and that's why the community is so awesome. Runs great, just makes me sick. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the way the BIOS is named or something. I honestly can't recall. Really can't recall. I can remotely look at my MiSTer though, so let's have a look. All right, let's see if there's anything else. Let's go to the CHD one, because there is a whole bunch of new games that I've got on here. We looked at Battle Monsters, that was interesting. Let's go Burning Rages and just kind of look at the intro a bit, because that's a big one. Final Fight Revenge, yeah, man. We'll have a look at that. That's wicked. That is. I just wish that game. I wish if I played that game when I was younger. You know, we were playing fighting games, and we liked Final Fight, we liked Street Fighter, we still do like those games. And yeah, we were like, okay, you know what, we're gonna play this. We're gonna have like some versus games on there. Yeah, do you know what? That's a really good place. It's a really good place. There you go. You got it up in the top right now for anyone that's not a member. It's simply the best place to talk MiSTer. There's other places, the FPGA Gaming Discord as well, but that is, I would say, better for the analog stuff. The MiSTer's better for the MiSTer stuff. And you've got like, I think you've got like 15,000 members on there now. So yeah, a big shout out to all the admin team, the admin and the mods, Kitrinks, Robbie. Who else is there? Mr. Walrus, Birdie Bro. Those are the ones that come to mind anyway. The ones that I likely speak to the most around there. So yeah, man, it's a good place. It's a good place to hang out for MiSTer stuff. You know, it's good. Respectful people in there. I've never had any issues on there since I've been there. People have been very helpful. Sometimes I may have even been a little bit of an idiot, and they've been respectful to me. Be like, you know what, that wasn't a good move, and I've been like, you know what, you're right. So yeah, good people there. I can feel like some. So guys, if you watch the replay of this stream and there's audio that's cut out, it's just because there's companies out there. Sometimes it might be a legitimate claim from a company that owns the rights to a particular soundtrack. A lot of times it's just a whole lot of BS companies that they just kind of have bots, and they put false claims out. Then I guess they're making money out of it, out of sharing the revenue. You know, if you've got a bot that's doing 1,000 videos a day, and you make, you know, 1 pence from that, that's essentially £10 coming a day as passive income, and I guess it compounds or whatever. So however that works. So I'm not going to run this game because this game takes a while to kind of start. I wanted to run the intro, and okay, so Capcom Generation. So that one's going to be Goals and Ghosts. Symphony Night, we always kind of look at. What's this one here? Chijuki. I think this might be a newer version of one of the possibly the Parodius games, man. Kick a song. Hey guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. I hope you guys had and are still having a great holiday season. I hope you're spending time with your loved ones. It's important. It's important to spend time with people you like, because you know what? That's one thing in life. You don't know how much time you have with someone. A lady that I work with, she's 60 actually, but at my new job, and her husband, he's around the same age as well, like, you know, in his 60s, and he went to see a friend, and his friend, you know, they had a meal a week before, and then, you know, just before we kind of broke up for Christmas, she said to me that, yeah, the husband's friend just died, you know. So yeah, so I'm not trying to put a damper on things. The point that I'm making is we really don't know what's around the corner with everyone. So, you know, like holiday season is a good time to get together, but just remember throughout the year, you know, if you're not seeing your relative and your loved ones, make an effort, man. Make an effort, especially if your parents are elderly and you're not seeing them as much, because, you know, like I speak to a lot of people that have lost their parents, and, you know, they're sad. So while they're around, try and be helpful, try and be nice, try and visit them, you know, try and visit other members of family, people that you care for, because that's life, man. That's life. You legit don't know. No one can be certain what we're gonna face tomorrow, right? You know, who knew when COVID happened, you know, how life changed for all of us. I remember one day, and the next day it was like, yeah, man, we're living in a pandemic. So crazy times. But anyway, getting back to the gaming without getting too philosophical. Love the cartoons at the beginning, man. And I always say what was really cool about the 2D to 3D kind of era, or not even 2D to 3D, but going from 16-bit to the next iteration of consoles. I'm not even sure how many bits the Saturn is. I presume 32, like the PlayStation. But it was really nice getting these videos on there, whereas in a 16-bit and 8-bit, it had its own charm, where we had kind of stills and a story, some moving images, but then we had like these cartoons. Like, look at that, that is like watching an anime, man. We've just seen like a battleship get lasered, and that guy up there with a blue face looking completely shocked in his aeroplane. So good times, my guys. Okay. Casper on the Saturn, okay. I think it's mostly because of a change of pace. Yeah, I imagine that would be quite a mellow game. It's like Bug's quite a mellow game as well. So sometimes it is nice getting that change of pace. And that's one thing. Doing these streams, doing videos, doing this content creation. Oh, thanks, Raging Caden, 32-bit. So it gives me an opportunity to try out like new games and have new experience. Okay, Super Dimension Fortress Macross. This is going to be a shmup. And hopefully, I'm really hoping it's a 2D shmup. I always wanted to do a video having a look at all the 2D shmups on the Saturn, but man, it will just take a long time. It's a project that I won't be able to do in a day. I'll have to keep filming, coming back, talking, and just pile that stuff up. But it will be, I feel like it's something that will be well worth doing at some point. Okay, we won't watch the intro again, because sometimes the intro when you start the game is like the attract mode intro. So maybe it wasn't. Look at that spaceship. If you look at it, it looks like a cat. Oh, look at that. Oh, okay, pauses it. I can't skip that one. Oh wow, I'm a massive plane in like the foreground. Interesting game, yo. The sprites are very big, but it's all got anime stuff in there. You know, I'm taking. Can I go in the background? Oh wow, I can turn into the robot. Oh, come on. Okay, that was interesting, but I was wondering if I could go into like the background and then pop out to the foreground. Interesting stuff. Right, let's yo, Mando, how you doing? Mando 5, wicked. No, thank you, man. I appreciate you guys always stopping by and watching. Right. Final Fight Revenge was one. Let's go Final Fight Revenge. Final Fight Revenge. I think we'll have to look at like Golden Axe as well, because Golden Axe is Golden Axe. The Duel. That's a good brawler, man. That's a very good fighter. Wicked. Okay. All right, let's get the sound going up a little bit higher. Got to remember to adjust it game to game. It does help. So I'm going to pick a character that we haven't picked before. We've tried Hager, we've tried Poison. I think I've tried Gaia as well. I've probably tried Sodom as well. Hugo as well, we've tried. Rolento's a little bit too technical. Who's this? Cody? Too plain looking. I don't know what to pick. We picked that Copper as well. I think I've ended up picking all of them, man, at some point. I haven't picked this guy. Elgato. Alright, let's go Cody. I don't remember picking Cody. Yeah, we go Turbo. How long we've been streaming for? Oh, 1 hour 35 minutes. Okay, so I guess around about 25 minutes left. I'll try and make the streams around 2 hours. Catching up on the stream. I'll put out the menu for... Oh yeah, oh, sorry, I'll read that after this round, man. But yeah, I wanted to get Bomberman Fight on there. Oh, right, he's got the... Okay. Oh, there's a taunt button. Oh wow, look at that headbutt to the back. Wow. The whole final fight team was there, man. I like he's got that Ryu style overhead. Okay, that was terrible. Catching up on the stream. I'll put out a menu for Street Fighter Z3 to put those English and just released Bomberman Fight in English 2 and Rainbow Logic months ago. Wicked. Man, I'm getting battered by the first boss, man. Here we go. Oh, why'd you block that? Come on, I got you now. Nice. All that spinning around for nothing. Okay, we got a win there. Oh wow, okay, Malenko, just you're the developer of those patches, man. Well, look, dude, thank you for your work, man. Much appreciated. I think I've got the Bomberman stuff in my notes for Saturday's video, so I'll be giving that a mention. I wanted to get that going before the stream, but I didn't have time to put it on there, man. I did have a quick look on CD Romance to see if there was a pre-patch version there, but it wasn't. So, and I didn't have time to do it myself. So, thank you for your work, man. Much appreciated. Love everyone in the hacking, in the ROM hacking community, in the homebrew community, and all the stuff that we get. Love it. And it's awesome members of the community such as yourself that keep us coming back, you know, with new games to play on our old consoles, you know. Actually, the recent translation wasn't that the Saturn Bomberman. Let's have a look at one of the games you mentioned there. So Bomberman Fight. Let's have a look at Bomberman Fight. Have I got Bomberman Fight? I may not have Bomberman Fight.
Come on, ready, fight!
No, okay, haven't. This is an interesting game. I think you can do CPU versus CPU. Yo, Malenko, man, thank you so much, man. Thank you. That's super awesome of you, man. Well, I'm loving all the MiSTer streams. Wicked, man. Yeah, I like doing the MiSTer and the Analog Pocket streams, man. It gives me a chance to kind of relax, unwind, and play at the same time. I've kind of gone in the direction of doing a weekly news video and doing more streams rather than regular videos. And yeah, I think, you know, with my kind of work-life balance, I don't have as much time as I used to. When I was on shift, I could. So what I used to do when I was on shift work, I used to do the voiceovers and capture the footage at home, and then I used to just edit everything at work. Now my work is just prime time, man. I don't have time at my work where I can goof around. Whereas previously, I had a lot of time to goof around, man. I just realised at my old job, I didn't actually do a lot of work. I just had a lot of people doing that work for me, which was great. Could never ever complain about that. So is that random? Is that random versus random? Right, let's see what it gives us. What is that? Don't tell me that's what the players look like. Surely that can't be. Oh wow. I can't believe it's got stickmen. I wasn't sure. I thought that might have been random characters, but you have got stickmen in this, man. Who's that? I'm goofing around at work right now. Wicked. Malenko. Sorry, trying to get that right. Wicked, man. Yeah, I love goofing around at work, man. Absolutely love it. But yeah, can't really do it. I mean, don't get me wrong. At my new job, I can goof around a little bit. I just can't. I can't like have my laptop out with all my editing and everything in there because of GDPR, and they're very tight on that in my new job. They were tight on that in my last job as well, but I could have my own laptop and devices out. It wasn't an issue. There was a great level of trust there, even though I'm trusted at my new job. They said, you know, don't bring in your own devices. If you need a laptop, we'll buy you a laptop, and I really don't want another laptop, and I don't want to bring a laptop home. So I was like, it's cool. I use the 2 desktops I've got at work, so that's cool. But yeah, I can't really do my work at work or my channel work at work. So that's why when I'm at home, I end up streaming a lot more. It's just a lot more fun. So for anyone out there, I really recommend streaming. And you know, for anyone else, if you're out there and you're feeling like lonely and you're down a bit, and maybe if you're suffering from some kind of seasonal depression or you're just down, try streaming, man. Just go on, do a stream. And when you get people coming on there, you come on, you talk. It's a lot of fun. I want to kind of exit this if I can. No, I have to go through the motion. Does work. Meanwhile, work server. Oh man, do you know what? There are some crazy. If I told you the password I even use for all my work stuff, because I'm sick of all the different systems and the password. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a secure password. It meets all the criteria, but it's such an easy one to remember. Obviously, I'm not going to reveal it on stream, but I just got sick of all the ones there. So I found one that's very, very easy, and I use it for every single system at work. I use the same password, and I'm so glad when they don't ask me to change a password. I remember my old job, there was some systems that I was in that every like 3 months, 6 months, some of them even every 1 month, they'll make you change your password. And I hated that. But I'm happy just sticking with the password. Right, let's actually not pick the stickman, and let's pick her because yeah, she's there. Okay, so let's pick this dude here, and we'll go to a different stage, Sakamoto, wherever that is, and we'll let them do a fight. This is a good looking game, but guys, I've helped people with, like, there was a guy at my work, my laptop isn't working, I'm having issues with it. I said, yeah man, no problem, bring it in, I'll have a look at it for you. And so he didn't know the password to get in, and this is the Windows password, and I'm like, dude, like, what's your password? And so he calls up his missus, he's like, it was a Jamaican guy, and he was like, yeah, what's my password? And he was like, dog. And I thought it was the name of their dog, but his Windows password was actually DOG, dog. I was laughing. People tell you don't make your password the name of your dog. I mean, you can pick 2 random words and add some numbers at the end of it and then some special symbols, but this guy's password was dog. I can't remember what it was with his laptop as well. It's usually simple, but you find a lot of people with technology, they don't know anything about that technology, how to use the technology, they're terrible with it, so you can't actually help them. You can't help them. They'll, you know, I've had people that are like, I've bought this laptop, now how do I download the internet? How do I get this and how do I get that? And you can't, it's difficult to explain the whole concept to them and what you must do. So just tell them, pay Netflix and watch stuff on YouTube. You know, here's Chrome, or here's Firefox, or Here's like, to be honest, it's usually just, what is it, Explorer or Edge or whatever it is, the one that's just kind of built in there. Okay, so guys, this is a decent game on the Saturn, man. Was it Astral Superstars or something it's called? Let's have a look at it, because I always forget the name. Astral Superstars. So let's run Baldy Land. What the heck is Baldy Land? Is it about a bald guy? Let's check this out. I really like that Saturn kind of splash load up screen. I think it looks really, really nice. Okay, ban presto. That just means that's a sign of quality. Whenever I see that, I'm always in for a good time. So Baldy Land, it is. So I thought Grand Chaser was a game about chasing grands. I thought Baldy Games was about someone bald. Well, 1 out of 2 is not bad. You shouldn't use the same password on everything PC and too risky. Do you know what? For my own passwords, I don't, but for the work one, all the different systems in there, I've got a separate work password. Obviously, I document all of them, but I need to, I use that one. Unless I'm forced to change it, I use the same one for like my work systems pretty much. It's a very, very secure password. And a lot of the systems that I use would only be local to the site. And there are some that have remote logins. Okay, it's just like lemmings. What am I doing with these bald guys, man? I mean, I wanted one bald guy, but here I am. I got a whole family of them. Oh wow, okay, look at the zoom in, zoom out. This is good. Oh, where are we going? That kind of resembles, maybe is that Australia? Can we go up and have a look at other countries? I don't think it is Australia. It resembles it a little bit, right? Okay, I'm not even going to try and figure this out. So there's a game called Baldy Land, and this is what Baldy Land is. Okay, Battle Arena to Shiden. Now this is a game. This is a game that I remember seeing on the PlayStation, and I was like, wow, like, you know, being a fighting games fan, and having a look at this and having a look at all the 3D-ness and everything that this game brought, like I was blown away. I was blown away by this. And yeah, Takara, they're the developer. They make some really good Game Boy DMG brawlers as well. I think Samurai Showdown was made by them, and that's a really good game on that. So Darren Coleman, how you doing? SRG Experimental is the core to use. Yes, I'm using the latest unstable that is available via MiSTer FPGA. So just before doing this stream, I downloaded the latest version that was available, which is this version here, which was released on the 19th, so a week ago. That's the last one. There's also this one that's interesting, the Europa core. But here we go. We got to Shiden. Now I never learned how to play this game. Always used to be honest. A lot of my work systems do, some don't. So yeah, I've got an authenticator app on there. I used to use Authy a lot, but I'm a bit annoyed with Authy because for my personal stuff, like I had Authy on like my desktop, my laptop. I had it on like a couple of mobile devices. Obviously, I've got my backup codes and everything. But what I was really gutted about was now it only works on mobile, which is terrible because I liked having it. I liked having it on my desktop and my PCs as well. So I probably need to find another solution. Like, what authenticator is everyone using? For some things, for some work things, I have to use the Microsoft Authenticator. That's fine. I've got that on my phone. I didn't want to use like Google's Authenticator initially. That's why I went Authy. But I don't know what else to kind of use, man. Whichever good one is out there. If any of you guys have got any recommendations, let me know, man. Okay. Ooh, versus. So one player game versus human versus computer. Hopefully that was computer versus computer, but I don't think it will be. Google Authenticate, is that what you guys use? Yeah, okay, because I used Authy. I was like, oh, let me use Authy. It seemed really, really good, but I just hate the fact that they have now got rid of like desktop support. It's just bad. All right, I'm gonna go Ellis, and it's nothing to do with that she looks like the hottest one out of all of them. Let me turn on my PVM actually to see what she looks like on there. You know, the way she was designed to, the way she was designed to be looked at. Never quite understood this game, but I was always, oh wow, it looks really nice on the PVM. Oh wow, she's got Dragon Punch. I love her. Sorry, wife, if you're watching in a video gamey kind of, I like this game or love this game kind of way. If you are watching it, wife, I only have eyes for you. My heart sings for you. But this is a video game. And a video game perspective, she has a dragon punch, so I love her. She has a charging dragon punch, okay. But the light one is there, and it's got nothing to do with how she's dressed. I really wish I knew how to play this game. Wow, that was some kind of super move. Interesting stuff. Wicked. One password said 2013 and never look back. Well, look. So how I use my password is my own personal passwords, right? So let's say my password is I love MiSTer, yeah? So what I'll do is I don't use a password managing app. I'll store them, very important ones, a hard copy. Now my password is I love MiSTer. Then what I'll do is, let's say I add 2019 star hash explanation mark question mark, and then I add like another word and another series of letters after it, right? As long as you don't know I love MiSTer and you don't figure that part out, that's the key. Once you've got that, I document the rest of them, but you need the first part of it to get it, and that's worked for me for years and years. So for example, all my passwords will have I love MiSTer in there, but then it will have like a random word, a random series of letters, and a random series of symbols there. And you know what? So far so good. I get emails from Google sometimes saying that, some emails have been compromised, but honestly, they're for like forums and stuff that I don't care for in the slightest. So if someone wants to hack that account and do something, then fair due to them. They've not been hacked because I've still got access to those, but yeah, just can't be bothered. It's very, very superficial stuff. Like DG Emu, for example, years and years ago, a site that used to be able to, I used to check out, so I was a member on there. But again, what's someone going to do on there? There's nothing they can gather from there. So that's of any value to me. Right, let's run another game, guys. But yeah, Toshinden was definitely something I was always very, very interested in. Blast Win, I don't remember that game. Shall we have a look at that? Let's have a look at Blast Win. Daughter name, pet name, year of birth. You know what? To be honest, that'll be the combination of the three will be difficult to work out, right? Your daughter name, your pet name, unless someone really knows you personally and they want to get that, or unless you leave a massive footprint, where you're like, hey, this is my kid, this is my daughter. Oh, my daughter's birthday today. She turned, whatever, 15, 16, 21, and then people can do the math and figure out the year of birth. You've posted your dog on there, you've posted that on there. I try not to leave a massive print on social media. I have this persona that's created, Pixel Cherry Ninja, and honestly the name only came up, it was just a random thought. When I was making my channel, I wanted 3 words that were kind of unique and would lead to it if you search for it. So pixel games, we all like pixel art, I love cherries, and who doesn't like ninjas? And I just combined the 3. I thought it was unique enough, Pixel Cherry Ninja. Do I like the name? I don't really think I do, to be honest. I don't mind the name. I don't love the name. I think, if I thought about it and I knew where the channel would be now, in hindsight, maybe I would have given it a different name. But yeah, I'll stick with Pixel Cherry Ninja. I think it's all right. I think it does it all right. I think the ninja, maybe with the logo, I should have asked for like it was Dimitri, a really good guy, comes on the channel. He offered to do a logo and he done it, but maybe I should have said make the ninja a little bit older because I'm definitely not that kid ninja. But maybe that's not me. That's the name of the channel. No, isn't even my real name. It's just yeah. You know what? That's the kind of best way to be. I know some people use their full name and everything on it, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're fine. I just prefer. You know what it was when I was younger. I was into a lot of I was into a lot of dodgy stuff, and there's a lot of dodgy people that I know and I associated with when I was younger. So when Facebook came out and everyone was on there, I just didn't want to go on there because there's a lot of people that I don't want to associate with anymore. Like honestly, just unsavory people, criminals. But the thing is, at the same time, I don't want to like if they want to contact me or anything, I don't want to make it look like I'm completely ignoring you. So I kind of decided not to use my personal details on things like Facebook. I've never used Facebook. You know, I've used Instagram, and I've got like my Meta account that I use, but I was just never, and from that day I've never really disclosed myself like as I am out there. You know, my close friends will know who I am, but I haven't got that out there, and I just kind of rolled with that, man. Yeah, there you go, Vel. You're YouTube famous, man. You're definitely famous on this channel, man, and I appreciate you, you know, dropping by on every stream. Super appreciated. Always helpful in chat. Always helping people out, and always getting good information to me as well. So this is another shmup. Let's play this because Saturn, man. Saturn has so many guys. If you like shmups, Saturn is wicked. I know Big Al is awesome. He plays like on original hardware on a CRT. With guns and everything, and yeah, man, I think he's got the Saru cart as well, and he buys games on discs. Ooh, okay, again, great stuff. Great having these. Go play the Saturn call right now. Go play this game, man. This game is nuts. It's a tough game. There's a lot of stuff happening there. Nice, I've got that kind of homing fire. Let's grab the powers. Well, I like how you get that side shot when you pick up a power up. That's cool. That's very nice. It's like you pick up the power up, and like the sides start coming out. Absolutely superb. All nice. Oh, got myself a bomb. What's going on there, man? Okay, I definitely did something wrong there. Push that. Or maybe I need to hold it down to get that rapid fire kind of thing. So that's your tapping fire, and that's your rapid fire. Nice. Nice. Oh, okay. Dead there. Let's run another game. Weird auntie energy. I'm a 20-year-old woman that keeps sea monkeys sold as toys for children. Do you know what? Mad props to sea monkeys, man. A buddy of mine, Wizzo from the Zapparoo project that you'll see flashing up in the top right from time to time. He is a big he got some sea monkeys, and he kind of bred them, and he documented the whole process, and he shared it on Twitter. And for the whole part, they're really fascinating, man. It's something I think my kids will like. But Vel, I don't think you have weird auntie energy at all, man. I think you're very cool. You know, you're always on here, you're always entertaining, and you're always helpful, and that's good. And you're well mannered, and you're always polite to people, and that goes a long way, you know. Malenko is Russian slang for small package. Well, I carry a Malenko with me all the time. Wicked. Pixel is an retro. My wife, my oldest son breed prawns. Oh, wicked, man. You know, I like prawns, man. I like prawns. I kind of miss my old work, man. Like the head chef at Wagamama's, man. Both of them were my friends. One of them become like a regional chef. I used to get like custom made dishes made from there, man. It was wicked. And he used to make me like these wicked prawn dishes, man. Wicked prawn dishes. Like, I proper miss that place. At my new place, I get no free food, man. I have to go and buy food. I've been taking food from lunch. I've been taking lunch from home, food from lunch. I've been taking lunch from home, man. My wife's usually making me stuff. One day a week I eat out. Whereas at my old job, I was eating out every day for free, man. Five Guys, ZZ, Nando's, and Wagamama's were like my go-to, and then there was all these other things as well. But I guess that's the difference between a big operation and a small operation. But I like a small operation, but man, it's so much hands-on, and I have to skive less and do a lot more work. But I've got some very good opportunities for career progression where I am now, and I certainly hope to take them. And you know, so far I've been really good at my work, and I've been good. At negotiating stuff as well with the higher ups. I've made, you know, conditions better for my team somewhat by implementing some stuff. So yeah, things are looking good, man. But I'm having to work, which I haven't done for a long time. Without talking about specifics of my job, but at my last job, man, I was damage control and like the people liaison. You know, when things went wrong, I was a good fixer for that stuff. But yeah, guys, it's a really good game. Not the best soundtrack. Soundtrack can drive you crazy a bit, to be honest, but it's a great game. Well worth checking out. Bubble Symphonies, really good game. In fact, I prefer this. I prefer the gameplay to the original Bubble. Come on, jump. Oh, okay, I died, but is that going to take all of them out? Boss fights are really cool in this. Another video, I've got my list of, I want to do one of, you know, like top 10 or 10 good. It's really difficult to do top 10 lists because there's always other titles in there that can be good. So I want to do like single screen platformers, you know, which ones of 10 that maybe are worth looking at. So what was Bulk Slash? Did we look at that? I'm not sure if we did. I think we're going to look at Burning Rangers. So this is an interesting game to have a look at. Hey guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the channel. If you haven't pressed that like button and you are enjoying this content, it really does help the channel. It helps the videos get noticed out there. So let's have a look. What's going on here? Okay, let's give it a reset, see if it works. But yeah, man, we're doing a MiSTer FPGA stream. If you haven't tried the Saturn core already, definitely try it out. It's a fantastic core, and the best way to get it is head over to the MiSTer FPGA Discord, the link in the description. Head over to Unnightly section and download the latest version of the Sega Saturn unstable core. You may need an unstable version of the MiSTer operating system, which you can also grab from there, and you can play the latest versions, the latest updates to this core. Wow, we've been at it for 2 hours, man. Saturn ones are so much fun. Maybe I can extend it to another half an hour. Let's have a look. Setting turbo weather wire dedicated duplicated button was just a temporary toggle. Do you know what? 60 FPS. I'm kind of good, you know, because you know the 8-bit though pad, I think I just need to hold down the star button and tap the button. So I can do it. I tend not to on most occasions. But yeah, it's handy to have that, and there's no shame in using that on what is it, on shmups, because hey, we're not getting any younger, and we just you know, we're not getting any younger, and we need all the help we can get. Just press the menu button while holding the button. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Wow, that's really interesting. So I hold the button down and then I press the menu button and that toggles auto fire. That's really handy. I never knew that. Hey guys, 60 FPS is educating us. If you want auto fire on a particular game, hold the button down, then press the menu button, and then you are good with auto fire. Didn't know that about M30. I'll have to, yeah, so I think it's the star button. Hold it down and tap the button and it will just put it in auto fire mode. It's pretty much the same thing for all 8-bit though controllers. All the other ones I have can do that. That's good, but in some cases, I think if you hold down a particular button, it kind of resets it. It does it on my Ultimate USB Type-C. Let's have a look at this. Oh yeah, I do remember this game. Has a very good intro, and the graphics are wicked for this game. You can go between a mech and a kind of plane. You're flying around. Like, everything's just dandy. So you know what? I always look at, let's go stage 3, because I think I always go stage 1. And again, very cool looking game. It makes for very good thumbnails. Some of like the stuff that you see here looks really good, especially the bit at the beginning where I think it's a lady that does a salute. She just looks super cool. Makes for a wicked thumbnail, but that might just only be on the first level. So we've gone, and the controls are really good because it uses the shoulder buttons to rotate around. And here I am running around. Let's okay, so I've turned into a spaceship by pressing A. Look at that, man. I've got jump there, and look at that. Wow. Really good looking game. Like back in the Saturn, when we were, you know, the early days of 3D, or 3D was becoming mainstream with a PlayStation 1, this would have been something to look at and go, wow, you know, I like this game. I'm hoping that whatever fires I'm using is unlimited, because I did have a melee attack. Oh, talking to this guy, Star Fox, the PC version, it is wicked. You guys need to play that. Absolutely play it. If you have a PC, play that game, man. Play the game. I need to put it on my handheld PCs. I need to do the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite Beyond mod as well. I'm not good at the Marvel games at all. They're not my Street Fighter games to play, but I feel like I need to support that game and support that mod as well. You know, Maximilian, wicked guy. I think I remember him from the original Xbox CVS2 days, man. Guy was always polite and respectful and nice. So, you know, he spent $30,000 of his own money making that mod. So it might be something that you guys might want to check out. So Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is actually on sale on Steam. It's very, very cheap, but you can find it. You can find keys for it cheap online from places like Aniba. I think I bought mine from CD Keys for £3.75. It was cheaper than buying it directly from Steam. It's not something I need to test out and refund. It's just something that I'm going to have in my library. But both of us are like a friend of mine who I'm playing Samurai Showdown with. We're on the same skill level for games. So when we play a new game, it's fun playing one another because the games go back and forth. Now, if I go online and play it, I will get destroyed at that because I'm not that great at fighters anyway. I'm all right at Third Strike. I'm all right at Super Turbo, but I'll get destroyed by like the top players. But, you know, you do find people that are within your kind of range. And it's fun playing them. Is that Elvis on the thumbnail? Haha, Richard Toff. No, that is what's his name now? Sengato something. I can't remember. It's like, so he was in a lot of the Sega Saturn adverts. If you just go on YouTube and put old Sega Saturn adverts, you'll see this guy on there. The guy is an absolute legend. I've got a whole bunch of adverts kind of saved. Sometimes when I do a Saturn video, I use those as an intro and they just look absolutely wicked. So that guy is just a legend, man, an absolute legend. Oh, are we playing one of, I thought we were going to play, oh, title select. Okay, interesting. What we got? Oh, okay, let's go the latest one here. Okay, for some reason I thought this was potentially Ghouls and Ghosts. You can change how fast the MiSTer Turbo runs by pressing menu. Ah, cool. Okay. Do you know 60 FPS? I've done that by accident. I'm like, oh no, I've turned it on. How have I done it? But I never knew how I did it. And you've just explained a lot. Here you go, Segata Sanshiro. Thank you so much, Malenko. So, wicked. So guys, 60 FPS is educating us in a lot of stuff. So hold the button down, press menu, or move it, if it hold up or down and press menu, look at the instructions in chat. That's how you can just turn on. Let's try it right now. So let me hold this button down and press menu. Okay. Okay, that's slow. So now if I hold up, has that increased speed? Maybe it has. Let me hold up and do the menu again. I'm doing it a few times. Here's something important. How do I turn it off? No, maybe speed feels the same. Actually, it didn't say it. I didn't see it come on. I remember a prompt coming up on screen before saying that you've turned auto fire on. Maybe I've done some. Maybe I need to do it on the controller. But on the controller, my menu button is a button combo. On the M30, it's back in that. Let's try it with that then. Hold on. Ah, here you go. Okay, wicked. All right. Ah, okay. Wow. So hold on, no, oh no. Wow, okay. Okay, let me turn it down again. Okay. Look, it's worked. Right. 60 FPS now, you need to tell me how to turn this off, right? Or is it the same thing that I do? Just press the button and menu again. Let's try it. Off. Okay, perfect. That's really, really good. Thank you for that. Can't believe how easy that was. That was amazing, guys. Really, really cool. So if you have a button combo menu, you have to use something else. No, you can do. You know what? You can. It worked. It worked. So I hold down the button and then I press the button combo. Look, holding down the button, pressing the button combo, and it turns it on. Holding down the button and pressing the button combo, and it turns it off. I need to remember that, man. That's even easier to do than it is on the controller. So that is wicked, man. And the D-pad, what's this? Live MiSTer itself. I've got a couple. I think I've got a couple of Mega Drive pads, man. I've definitely got one anyway that I bought. I kind of like the Mega Drive pad, but if I'm playing Mario games, I don't like any Sega pad. I like a Nintendo style pad. What's on the next Capcom generation? Let's run through those. Yeah, 60 FPS, it works, man. Thank you for that. So I've done that by accident before, and I'm like, holy moly, like how did I do that? I had no idea how I'd done it, and it drove me nuts. I guess I could have just Googled it, man. But yeah, I can't play. So you know that on an 8-bit DOE controller, I cannot play a Mario game. Whenever I try and do a normal jump, I'll hit one of the top buttons by accident sometimes. And what I'll end up doing is I'll end up doing the spinny jump and jumping off Yoshi. On top of that, I end up getting like some diagonals. I like the cross style pad. That one for me is like cleaner inputs. I'll never mistakenly get a diagonal, but I do mistakenly get diagonals on the M30 controller or any kind of Sega style controller. It's not a bad thing, because if I'm playing something like a walking along brawler, it's fine. It's no issues with that. But yeah, I do prefer a Nintendo style pad. Everyone has their kind of preference for pads. The Switch Online Sega pad is somewhat decent. Do you know what? I didn't get. The only one I got was the N64 one, because I remember testing the core and I wanted the N64 controller. And in all honesty, I really like that controller. It's wicked. I've got obviously the reflex. I've got the snack adapters. I've got whatever. I've got original controllers to use, but I really like the N64 online controller. There'll be some latency there, but you know, it's not really a major turn off for me. I like it. I like it. So guys, we're going to do about another 20 minutes because it is early and I'm good. I can run late, but hey, you know what? I won't do it too late. Okay, so we've got different ghouls and ghosts here. Let's run with like the latest version, which I presume is the bottom one. Tough darn games, man. Really good games. So, oh, is that a Mega Drive controller? Oh, wicked. Okay, so guys, just want to give a shout while we're watching the intro. So join the MiSTer FPGA Discord, Pixel Memories, do some really good stuff. If you watch one of our previous videos, I got an arcade stick custom made from them. It's fantastic. And all these plugs, it's not sponsored. I'm doing them because I like these people. Zapparoo, the best NFC project, works with stuff like Steam Deck, Windows, most of all your MiSTer launch games. Use your imagination, customizable anyway, has a great community. If you want to support the channel, I do have a Patreon. Only if you want to, the option is there. What else is there before I press start? Okay, I'll press start as well. Oh yeah, and support the developer SRG320. He's the awesome guy that has made this core very possible. And here we go, my chick is gonna get kidnapped. And so, okay, what we got? Free Play City, London's best arcade. And like I said, guys, if you're around in London and you're going to the arcade on a weekend, let me know. Give me a few days notice and let me know what time you're gonna be there. I will pop by and say hello, and we can have a game of like Super Turbo, Third Strike. We can play some gaming together. So I'm good with that, guys, right? I don't show my face in camera, but I don't wear a veil in real life. The only thing I'll say is if you meet me in real life, don't take my picture and post it on social media and that stuff. I'm happy to meet people. You know, I'm happy to meet people. I'm happy to engage. I like meeting people. I've met people that I've met from the channel, and we've hung out before. You know, they've contacted me. They said, hey, you know, Pixel, I'm in London. Last time it was a guy from America. Really cool guy. I met him. I met his family. We had like we had a meal together, and it was really nice. It was just nice meeting like-minded people because we all have the same interests. It has a double jump here, doesn't it? I'm in my underpants. Great soundtrack. Okay, let's run with something else, man. What's the next one? I'm interested in looking at these Capcom generations. First game is Ghosts and Goblins. Second is Ghouls and Ghosts. Last game is Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Thank you very much, Malenko, man. I feel like you're like an encyclopedia, man. And absolutely awesome. Thank you once again for like your ROM hacks and the super like that you did earlier. Always appreciated. So let's have a look. Okay, what's on here? Oh, Sun. I never liked Sun 1, you know. I tried it. I really like Sun 2. Okay, so this is like, I think these must be all on the same core. So, okay, let's go Sun 2 on the PC Engine, guys, is just such a fantastic game. You know, while you're going to do that, let me post those down there. Five misters, wicked. Okay, so Sun 2 is wicked. There's a translation out for the PC Engine. Everyone should play it. It's such a great game. And PC Engine is great. I think I should, you know what? I would have been half tempted to do a PC Engine stream, you know? I didn't really think of it. That's always a system I enjoy playing. But I kind of wanted to play, the Sega Saturn today. It's really funny, a friend of mine messaged me that I met in the arcade on Sunday, and he was like, dude, do you want to play Fight Kid? I was like, really sorry, man, I'm going to do a stream. And what he said was hilarious, which was, I hate how your gaming channel has gotten in the way of you actual gaming. And I was like, look, dude, I actually would have played you and streamed it. I just don't want to run a cable across the hallway because I'm always pranged that either my mother or my kids are going to trip over it, even though I try and disguise it as much as possible. So yeah, man, like I was pranged with that. But now, like, my mum's away, she's coming back tomorrow evening, I could actually play Fight Cage. Yo, 60 FPS, man. Thank you so much, man. That's super kind of you, man. Not only do you help me and you've discovered me in AutoFire, you've shown me how to use AutoFire within the menu and everyone else on the stream. You've actually paid me for that. So, dude, thank you so much, man. You're awesome, man. That's super appreciated. If you can see my face, it's going red, and it's not because I'm dying of some kind of allergy or weird rash. I am genuinely getting shy. So let's have a look at the next one now. So Capcom Generation. I wonder which one we'll get this time. So absolutely wicked. Let me press that like button on your thing and let me give it a reply. Wicked. Oh, wicked. I can reply to that as well. Wicked. Nice one, man. Wicked. Who's that saying good evening? Wow, good evening. Sonus Leo, how are you doing, man? Absolutely wicked, man. Nice hanging out with you guys on Boxing Day. I think, you know, when I was younger, I used to talk so much. I still do, I guess, when I'm doing these streams and everything, right? But yeah, I used to make stuff up. I'm very good at making up random facts. You know how they say like 64% of facts are all made up at the same time? Wow, that's a wicked intro. Wow, what an amazing intro. I need to use this at some point. So I think I told my sister when we were young, wow, man, it's like we've got a special ending here. A happy ending. So my sister was like, why is it called Boxing Day? And I said, because throughout history, there's always been a boxing match on this day, and my sister ended up believing it. But I did convince her one time when we were kids. She was watching the news, and there was something sad happening. She said, "What's going on?" I said, "Half the world is blowing up, so people from that side of the world are all going to move to our side of the world that's not blowing up." And she started crying. I guess it goes to show that she was good-natured. But yeah, man, like sometimes I get weird things from like my cousins. My cousins are like, you know, when we were young, like one of my cousins told me that I told her aftershave was urine. So she grew up until she was a certain age. She grew up thinking aftershave was urine. Only when she got older, she realized that it was BS. I told one of my friends when we were young, they asked like, what's the Big Apple? And I said, the Big Apple is a cinema in New York, in America, in the shape of a Big Apple. That's why they call it the Big Apple. So this guy, man, like, we're in our like 30s or something, and they still believe it. They still thought they're gonna go to America one day and they're gonna go to see this Big Apple. They're gonna see this Big Apple. They're gonna go to a cinema and it's a Big Apple shaped cinema, and that's what it's called. And the thing is, I've done so much of this BS over the years. I can't even remember it sometimes. People tell me, and you know what? It's not always bad. Sometimes I've done good stuff. Like I saved someone from choking. Apparently, I don't remember doing it. I've done the Heinrich maneuver on them. And they were like, man, like, yeah, you jumped up and you did the Heinrich maneuver, and you effectively say, and I don't remember it, but I think like those were the Mary Jane days, man. They were the party days, the Mary Jane days, and I don't remember everything around that time, so I don't remember it. And for that person, it was a point where they have essentially could have died, but you know they didn't die. And the worst thing is that I don't even remember it, man. And that's really bad. Some of the memories, you forget stuff, you know. And but yeah, there was some BS that we used to come out with sometimes, man, just to kind of bullshit up, right? Tiger repellent rocks, please. Okay, so let's give this a thing. And if you're going to see me randomly jump where I should be doing a fireball, it's because I just don't agree with the M30 pad when it comes to fighters. However, I still love it as a pad. It's a one trick. Oh, we're gonna have to play turbo. Yeah, it's like a one trick pony. It just works. It's a very versatile pad, and I still recommend it as an absolutely awesome pad. A pad I don't like and people really like is that Neo Geo pad 8-bit though released. It's a decent pad. I can use it, but man, I don't like it. Like, I prefer a normal D-pad over that. I can use it, I can play games on there, but people, like, I guess some people have that nostalgia for it. I don't. Yo, Spitfire RAF, man. Hope you had a good Christmas day yesterday. Hope you're having an even better Boxing Day. What's really good about the Saturn is, because it's got 6 face buttons, you never have to bother doing buttons on the controller. You just never have to bother. They just there. I kind of like Ryu in this one as well. Blanca's really good in this. And for anyone out there that wants to play this stuff online, guys, get yourselves Fightcade. Fightcade is wicked. Fightcade is just superb. So if he's gonna jump, why is he not? Why is he not coming at me, man? You know, the hits so meaty in a... Let me see, can I do Tiger Knee on pad? It's difficult. Oh, I've done it, okay. Street Fighter, even to this day, man, is just such a great 2-player game. A lot of my friend whose restaurant I'm going to Sunday, mind you, just messaged me saying Sunday's cool. He was like a SNES Turbo guy, so I connect like the reflex adapt and a couple, and with one of them you can connect 2 controllers. That's really cool as well. And so I connect 2 original SNES controllers and we play like Street Fighter Turbo, like we're back on the SNES, you know. Absolutely superb. I really wish if there was a Street Fighter hack with like Napoleon Dynamite. And like instead of Sagat, instead of saying tiger or tiger uppercut, he said liger. If anyone hasn't seen Napoleon Dynamite, it's a great movie. And he combines, was it a lion and a tiger, and calls it a liger. So it'd be great to get some liger uppercuts or some liger shots. GameCube controller smooth. Do you know, I don't mind the GameCube controller, but only for some particular games. Like it's a well-suited controller. But I really like the Xbox controller for its analog sticks and like the first person thing, and I preferred the D-pad on like a PlayStation controller for that era. Okay, I feel like they're uneasy. I don't think you can combo his standing light in Turbo. It's a super turbo combo. I really thought that was Dazed when he kind of... Has he got invincibility? I can't remember if he's got invincibility. Come on. Wicked. It falls in your hand like a glove. Yeah, do you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the GameCube controller and it's good for what it is. Do you know what, talking of GameCube, I keep trying to play Wind Waker again, but the intro part is so long before the game starts, can never get into it, and I want to play stuff on the Retroid Pocket 5 because it's just such an easy, lightweight machine, man. It's good for capturing emulation content as well, you know? Okay, maybe I should just try the older. Wow, look at the damage that does, man. Guys, I could end up playing Street Fighter all the time. So let me go over to another game. Let's have a look. Guys, if you've got... That's the one with the naked dudes in it, man. I try not to play that one too much. What the heck is Cold R? No idea what Cold R is. So guys, if there's a game you want to see, you know what? I might even stream till... 9:30, so it might be a 3-hour stream, man. I'm having fun. I'm not feeling too tired or anything after, man. Maybe it's the energy drink that I've been having alongside while I've been playing it. So maybe it is that. Maybe the energy drinks do work. They never used to work when I was on night shift. I used to drink them a lot, and then I went through a period where I completely knocked them on the head. I stopped drinking them. Now I occasionally indulge in an energy drink, especially during a stream. But I'm completely teetotal. I don't do any substances. I don't drink, I don't do anything. Sega Rally, you know what, Valve, thank you. That is an awesome game and I absolutely love that game. And that's a game I discovered with this, because I think when I played like a rally game on the Dreamcast, the Sega Rally on it, I didn't get on with it for some reason. But yeah, I really do like Sega Rally. I think it's really good. I really like Daytona as well. I think the Saturn's just such a swell machine, man. So awesome. So what is this? Team 7 code R. We're gonna press start button. Okay, so we've got story mode, time attack mode, battle mode, which shows to me it must be an action game, or is it going to be like some kind of racing game? Like an initial D, we got code R instead. Let's see what we're doing here. That must be that. Okay. Very crisp looking graphics. Yes, man, my friend with the restaurant's awesome, man. He gave me that PVM, man. But it's a power one, man. So I don't get. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, so I don't get a full image. Like the Saturn one's a little bit squashed. It works fine on some, but playing stuff like Street Fighter on there, it does look small. Right, let's go with Sega Rally. Let's press S. Oops, sorry, fat fingers. Let's press S. Where are you, Sega Rally? Wicked. Love this game. Hey guys, if you're just tuning in, we've been streaming for over 2 hours, 2.5 hours almost, in fact. I'm going to try and end it for free. And guys, like it's been a fun stream, man. I absolutely love the Sega Saturn, and I recommend to anyone, if you want to get the latest version of the core, grab the unstable version of the core. Check out the MiSTer FPGA Discord on the unstable nightly section. You can grab the latest version of the core. That is where I grabbed the core from. The latest version of the core was from a week ago. It's from the 19th of December. And guys, it just works really well. This core's just come along so far. It is absolutely superbly amazing. Oh, what's this? My M30 doesn't have so good D-pad. I have that dongle only version. Do you have the BT version, PCN? So Sonus Leo, I have 2 Bluetooth versions, and I've got 2 dongle only versions, and I prefer the dongle only versions. The Bluetooth versions, I can feel the latency, especially in 2D stuff. The dongle versions are a lot better. However, they do have the issues sometimes. Sometimes they get locked in like a direction. So when I first turn the MiSTer on, I'll wait a second, like wait 10-15 seconds, then I'll turn the M30 on, and then I'll wait before I press anything on there. If I turn it on and I start moving it straight away, it will get stuck in like down, and it will just keep flicking through the menu. Then I have to power cycle the MiSTer, reset everything to get it working again. But on the whole, it's a really good controller. Occasionally I may have an issue with it, but I haven't had an issue for a long time with it. The issue that I do have with it, I prefer a cross D-pad rather than an 8-way one generally, especially when it comes to fighters. Fighters are like an arcade stick, but I keep getting like false diagonals on stuff. But I think that's more of a me issue than the actual controller. The controller, for the whole part, you get less latency with the 2.4 gigahertz one than you will with a Bluetooth one. The Bluetooth will have more latency, but I've had the Bluetooth ones for a while. They're like the first ones I bought. And I got the second one really cheap. So I've actually got 4 of them. I've got a lot of controllers, man. I've still got one. I should do an unboxing and a video on it. It's the Ultimate version 2 of the USB Type-C controller. Fantastic controller, man. Yeah, do you know what? 8-bit Dough have come a long way, man. When I first got their controllers, I got their initial Bluetooth arcade sticks to play Fightcade in the front room when my kids were really young, right? You know, the days they would have tangled up in the wires and destroyed everything. So I bought those. They were terrible sticks, very difficult to mod, so I didn't mod them, and I used to play Fightcade on that with the lag. And I've also bought their NES style controller that was compatible with a Switch, and you know what, it was just bad. And after that, when they started releasing some other controllers, man, I only really use 8-bit Dough controllers. My kids have got my Xbox One and Xbox Series controllers. I've got some PlayStation 4 controllers, but I prefer the 8-bit Dough ones. 8-bit Dough is just wicked. For me, they do the best controllers now, without a doubt. You know, I like that for normal like PC games with analog sticks. I like the Ultimate USB-C controller. A friend of mine was saying it feels too light. I was saying, what's wrong with light? It functions, and you're not carrying like a heavier controller. And then I convinced him to buy one, and he bought it. And once he started using it a bit, he goes, yes, it's a lot better. But now I've bought the new one, which is both 2.4 gigahertz and Bluetooth. Well, I'll do a video on it at some point, hopefully. And I'll use the same controller on the MiSTer and the Analog Pocket. So on the Analog Pocket, it will be via the Bluetooth, and on the MiSTer, it will be via the dongle. And I'll just have that one controller for both. And maybe my Pro 2 controller, the SNES Pro, or maybe I'll just attach that to the PC and use that for the PC. So I've got a whole bunch of controllers. I have to stop myself from buying controllers sometimes because I'm very, very limited for space in the house, man. Like I shouldn't have even bought the Pixel Memories arcade stick. I've got too many arcade sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got at least 5 I can count. No, 6. I've got at least 6 and a 7th one with that one, you know. I only really need 2 for when people come around. But the 8-bit DOE sticks are good because they're wireless. And they're good when guests come around. And the stock buttons and stick on it is good enough for rock and roll. I just went Samwa, and I really shouldn't have gone Samwa because I find it difficult to play fighters on there due to the lack of space on the left-hand side of the stick. If I'm playing fighters, I like using the Mad Catz Tournament Edition stick. Still an absolute great stick, man. I'd love to get a Soul Calibur PS2 stick. Mine's like around my friend's house, but I think my friend, I can't remember where he was. He was working in Dubai for a while, but I think he's moved to Turkey now because he's got a remote job and cost of living was a lot cheaper in Turkey. So his job's 100% remote. So to be honest, I wouldn't mind going to Turkey. I haven't been there. I'd like to go there on a holiday at some point, and I could go hang out with my friend. Maybe I'll chat to him and say, look, find me a decent place, and I'll go out there with the family on like a holiday, you know. Right, yeah, guys, this game is fantastic, man. Why am I not looking at my CRT? I don't mind looking at this a little bit squashed. It looks wicked on the CRT, man. But my CRT is really good for the Amiga. But I think when I get my desktop, I'm gonna move this PVM. I may put it somewhere else, or I may get a consumer CRT. Right? Have we got any other suggestions in here? Yeah, I know you were saying that. I'm really happy with the Samwa, man, and I like Samwa. I like the square. Oh no, Victrix Pro, was that the buttons or the stick? I mean, I'm happy with the stick I've got, man. There was a friend of mine that used to use an 8-way gate, and I convinced him to use a 4-way gate because I was like, look, we do go arcade once in a while, and in the arcade they've only got like 4-way stuff, so why not do that? Let's go Sexy Parodius. What's the difference here? But yeah. At the moment, I'm really all right with my arcade stick. I've got, you know what? There you go. I've got another stick as well. I've got a Hori Hayabusa up in my cupboard, but I've got the PlayStation 4 one. I don't like the stick on that. I don't know what stick they're using that one. There's nothing wrong with the stick. The stick's actually great, but it's too loose. I like my sticks a little bit tighter. So with the loose one, I need to make sure that I'm proper doing the movement. And with a lighter stick, I can do lesser movement. You know, like difficult to explain, but when I'm doing like 2/4 circles very, very quickly, I can do them very, very fast. Like for example, in Third Strike, on my main stick that I use, and if I've got a tight stick in the arcade, what I can do is I can, for example, like dash, and in between it, so if someone's like, you know, when you get into like a game where both of you are going to dash in and you're going to end up grabbing, so you're going to get that tech grab on my Mad Catz stick, which is the one that I like, or in like certain arcades, I can dash and I can do a super quick enough within the dash. So when the other person goes to grab me, you see their grab animation come out, you see my super freeze come out, and they eat the super because the super will beat the grab in most cases. Well, hello there. Now, if that's a loose stick, to do the same thing, I need to do more of a movement. So I end up missing that. So I prefer a tighter stick, but I'm fussy with arcade sticks. You know, we're on the arcade. Okay, are we okay? The Japanese tech. So let's go semi-auto. Okay, we pick Vic Viper. Oh, I think this is the same one that's out on the SNES. This is really, really cool as well. If I didn't think. Okay. Let's run this. I think this is really, really cool. I got quite far. I was playing this on the Analog Pocket. I think I was playing Candu 1-2's Fast ROM as well on the Analog Pocket. Big shout out to Candu 1-2, man, and his Fast ROMs. Probably not the best to use for shmups, because when it negates the slowdown, it makes the games more difficult for sure. Such a nuts game. Sometimes you're so fast, you end up hitting the edge. Okay, look, 60 FPS. If you're still watching, that one, it told you it was going to make me big. So that's interesting. Maybe try this version of it. And as you get the bells, it will tell you what all the colors do. That's pretty cool. Right, let's get an option gang. Come on, give me a red one, man. I love that popping effect. Pop, 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 pop till you stop. I think I can just hold the laser down. I don't need to spam the button. Come on, there you go. Ah! So that's what I don't like about semi-automatic now. I want the 2 buttons on one, but it does do some selections for you. I mean, I was going to pick option anyway. It did it for me. So maybe I should just go manual and hold down a button. Or use the auto fire the way 60 FPS taught me, man. Oof. Oh, it's giving me a second option. Okay. Not bad. I want to see something wacky here. We're going to see something wacky in just a sec. Oh, I missed the power up there. I don't want to get another speed up. It's too fast. What's the boss? Yay! Carl Wallace! He fires popcorn at you, doesn't he? Again, very interesting. I don't want to see too much of the popcorn. There you go. You can see some of the popcorn. I just don't want it to get close enough to hit me. Wow! Guys, play these games, man. Saturn, great 2D games. If you love 2D games like me, and you love arcade games, guys, Saturn Core's one you must try. Hit that unstable version if you haven't already, you know, enjoy it. Okay, so there was a fox inside the corn that was making the popcorn. How crazy does this get? I had my finger on the button. I kind of like looking at some of those imageries. Great soundtrack as well, man. Such a banging soundtrack. Oh wow, it's getting all options for me. Oh wow, I'm getting a lot of options now, guys. I'm powerful. As soon as I lose a life, I'm going. No, I don't want to start with without all the power-ups. I need to get a shield at some point. Oof. Oh, we're underwater now. Wow. And we're flying. Ah, okay, we're dead. Yo, Wiry Dave, how you doing there, bud? Right, I'm not playing this again with all my power-ups gone, man. I'm so sad. Do we have any other suggestions? I don't see any, so just means I can pick stuff. Okay, what's this? Okay, let's go Shinobi X, because that was an interesting game. That was one really weird where you had to go into input and turn off the second controller. I'm not sure if that applies now. I've probably still got that saved in my settings because I'm never really playing this with 2 players. But I think I'm going to take my remote MiSTer setup to my buddies and to the restaurant. It's really cool because he's got a flat above the restaurant. So once we eat, my missus and my daughter, they'll go and hit the local shops around that area. It's in Whitechapel. And what I'll do is I'll go above and we'll have like a little gaming session. So maybe I'll take the MiSTer up there, you know, and we'll play some stuff. So this is janky, but it's Shinobi, man. So it's kind of good. So wicked. Need to do an arcade strip. Oh, I love the FMVs, man. Let me got a little bit of my drink left. Let me take a sip of that. And I've still got a tiny little sip left. That's Ninja Stars. Love how you can bounce the stars back. Look at that, the little crouch walk. Hey. Ah, it's a bomb. I thought it was a power up. I went to jump it. I went to get it. I jumped up back to get it. Guys, this is a janky game. That's fun. I wonder, was this like a Saturn exclusive, or was this ever in the arcade? Because if it was in the arcade, I never remember seeing it in the arcade, you know? Okay, he's dead. Wicked. Right, let's... Wiry Dave, is there a game you want to see? Just... oops, I loaded the same game again. Didn't mean to do that. Pardon me. What's this? Shippu Mu Deseku. Don't know what this is. Let's get it to run. Hey guys, hope everyone's enjoying. I hope you guys are enjoying your holidays. Wow, man, it was going to be a 2-hour stream. We're at 2 hours and 39 minutes. So definitely another 20 minutes and I'm going to end this because... yeah, I like to lie down in bed and chill a little bit, man. But yeah, guys, can't encourage you guys enough. If you're new to MiSTer, then welcome to the channel. We do plenty of MiSTer content on here. I do a weekly news show where we have a look at everything MiSTer, Analog Pocket, and anything that's happening in the FPGA gaming world. As well as that, I do plenty of live streams where we showcase stuff, we have a look at stuff, we take your requests in, and generally we banter and we have a little chat. And usually people in here usually say, oh, do you want to pass waifu games? Oh, is this a waifu game? Demonized waifu games. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, Kingdom Grand Prix? No, I think this one's all right. Okay. This be this dude here, man. Give the ugly guy a chance. It's weird, like a lot of arcade games, you press start to skip stuff, and this one it pauses it even before here. I think the sound's gone here. We've got sound effects, but not the actual like soundtrack. Interesting concept for a shmup though, right? You're racing, it's a shmup, but you're in a race. Very cool. Give me money. Have to say, looks great on a CRT, man. I'm very good at missing power-ups. I'm 8th, man. I suck. Oh, okay, so if you hold down the button, you speed up. Right, sorry, I didn't know this. I was playing it like a shmup. That's an interesting mechanic. Ah, okay, so you're racing between the shooting stuff. Right, okay, that's really interesting. Oh, okay, Seifeiku Denetsu. Right, okay, maybe not. Okay. Ooh, let's do... Shall we do a Sonic game? Sonic 3D Blast. We haven't done a Sonic game, and given that that's Sega's mascot, why not? Let's run with that. Right, okay. Traveler's Tales. I think did they do like those story kind of based games? I can't remember now. like those modern kind of point and click games possibly. I do like point and click games, man. I really like Broken Sword on the Xbox. What was the other one I played? The Wolf Among Us was really, really good. I actually played that on an Android tablet. That was a lot of fun. I should play one at some point. I should play one. Need to play like Phoenix Wright games again. There's so many games I'd like to play. Don't know what I'll play tonight. I need to watch. If anyone here's got a Retroid Pocket 5, have you put a different operating system on there? Have you done anything with it? I've just put the launcher in and I've put RetroArch on there and a few emulators that kind of it asked me to install during the setup process. But if anyone's got it out there, what's the best video to watch to set it up amazingly? Like, well, I know I have to put a bit of time to it. This is again where I miss my old job, because on a night shift I could just take my Retroid 5, my laptop, and I could spend all night kind of configuring it, you know. But now I can't do that. I have to do it at my own time. So I haven't really done everything with it. But what's everyone kind of using on there? Really bad at 3D games. But here we go. So yeah, I'm enjoying the Retroid Pocket 5. There is a little bit of lag there on 2D games. It's not as bad as like the AYN Odin I had. But I'll tell you what, it's really, really handy to film stuff. Like, it's very, very light. And the video that I did saying that we need more jank games and like my favorite jank games, all the games on that, I filmed the footage on the Retroid Pocket 5, and then I edited the footage on my PC. So it comes very, very handy. I like having a light Android handheld, but honestly, in 2D games on that thing are laggy. Dolphin on it is very, very good. PS2 emulation is very, very good. I haven't tried Saturn emulation on there, but I do understand that it's become better somewhat recently. So that's interesting. Right, I'm not gonna go around with this too much. Ooh, I was gonna press the wrong keyboard there. Let's have a look. Steam Heart, Steam Gear Mash, Sleep Slope Sliders. Ooh, Stellar Assault. That's a very, very good game. Let's have a look. Super Puzzle Fighter. We've done Time Boken. What's this one? Tori Dentetsu Alendori. Hopefully this ain't a saucy one. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you're just tuning in, you're coming in late. We're going to be ending this stream in approximately 15 minutes. If you are enjoying yourself, then hitting that like button really does help out. It helps the message, or the videos get out there, and hopefully it shows more people what the MiSTer is capable of. Honestly, such a great system, the MiSTer. The Saturn on there, I would have never gotten into the Saturn if it wasn't for MiSTer. Oh, this is the game where you're like dragons fighting one another, man. Good stuff. I remember looking at this a while back. Obviously, I could never remember what it was called, and this is what I like about these streams. It's about finding random games that we may not have otherwise tried. Now, let's see if there's a good attract mode in this, because sometimes attract mode does a better job at looking at this game without us playing it. What is this game called for anyone that does want to try it themselves? It's called Turyu Densetsu Alandori. Okay, now let's show us some dragon fighting. I think this is the fighter. Look at that, man. Wow, it just looks cool. Look at that. Wow. Amazing stuff. So you got your fighter, you're on two dragons. Now, as to whether this game is any good or not, I don't know. But does this game look cool? Absolutely. Imagine seeing this as a kid, and I keep looking down at my PVM on this, man, and it looks wicked on a CRT. I will when I get my new PC, because yeah, I'm gonna have to have two screens on here. I'm not gonna have my laptop. I'm gonna have to reshuffle my desk a bit. It's only a small desk. I'll have to probably move it. Yeah, okay, let's have a look. Let's put in a little bit of MiSTer, like putting that MiSTer thing there as well, especially when chat's quiet for a little bit, just to make sure you folks still are there. But again, a good looking and interesting game, guys. It's very, very interesting, a super interesting game to have a look at. Maybe you guys want to try this out. If you're looking for something a little bit different, if you're playing MiSTer with your kids, I'll tell you one thing now, kids love flying dragons, man. Tell them, look, you know, play it. My kids don't really like the retro stuff. They only play it if they've got no other choice. If it's like it's either this or nothing. Let's have a look at Virtua Fighter now. The 3D fighters benefit from dual RAM. And even though, you know, SRG 320 optimizes it as best as he can for single RAM, yeah, we do get slowdown on single SD RAM. So what's guys, is anyone going to pick up that new Virtua Fighter? It's on pre-order now on Steam. It's fairly cheap, man. It's like £12 or something. So it's not really, we're not really breaking the bank with it or anything like that. But you know what? I'm very tempted to pick it up. I've just never really played VF, and it's just weird with that one block button punch and kick. You know, I don't really like a block button. I can use it in games like Soul Calibur. Mortal Kombat, I've never really played it properly. Even like the later Mortal Kombats, I've never been like, I played Mortal Kombat 11 quite a bit, but I've always thought of Mortal Kombat as just not really a great game. I know a lot of people like it, and I know some people may think it's a bit of a controversial opinion, man. But when you've got something like Street Fighter and you've got Mortal Kombat, just the way the combat is in that game, like the way the jabs work, the way I don't know, I'm not a big fan. I did like Mortal Kombat 11, and that's because you could play it on Switch and it was wicked. And yeah, it was, you could play it on the Switch, you could play it online, rollback netcode. It played really well, and it was something, again, I was playing at work when I was doing like night shifts and stuff. I was there playing Mortal Kombat, and I did really enjoy it. And I guess to some extent, I started using the block button. So yeah, interesting. But it's weird because I like the Street Fighter move. If you do like fireball, you can do a light fireball, a medium fireball, a hard fireball. Like in Mortal Kombat, it's like one button to do one button, one motion, or not even a motion. Instead of like a quarter circle motion, it's just down and forward. So you can tap down forward, down and then forward, and it will work. Yeah, man, Mortal Kombat didn't do it for me. Right, okay, Sakura Taisen. All right, let's have a look at Sakura Taisen. Ooh, let's have a look at a little bit of fighting here, though. Look at that, just looks so darn cool, man. So darn cool. I would like to get into the new VF, I think. I'm gonna, after this, so I might run the Marvel vs. Capcom patch, maybe just download it, follow the instructions, and add all the patch files. I'll need to put it on a handheld as well if I'm going to play it. But I'm really thinking, I mean, how many of you guys are going to play that the Virtua Fighter 5 Revo, I think it's called? It's going to come out end of January, currently available to pre-order on Steam. I'm kind of tempted to play it, but I know there will be a big learning curve. But I'm pretty sure I can get someone that knows how to play the game to kind of coach me through it, man. I'll be completely wrong with the game, but I have to say this Virtua Fighter 2 looks really good on the Sega Saturn. So let's go. Was it Sakura Taisen? Yeah. Have I got it? Sakura Wars 2, was that the one? Oh, Sakura Wars 2. Oh, English 2.1. I've got a translation here. Okay, good stuff. Okay, was that 1 or 2? No, that was 2. Oh no, hold on. No, that was number 1, wasn't it? Sorry, it was number 1. Yes, I saw the 2 discs. Right, okay, cool. Okay, cool. Let's check it out. 60 FPS. Let's let it go. I'm pretty sure this video is gonna get flagged up for like soundtrack copyrights, which is different. A copyright strike is when someone actively claims that you've used their particular copyright content and goes after your channel and gives it a strike. You can either try and resolve it to pay them, resolve it or whatever matter, or contest it and take it to court. I've definitely experienced some of that with my channel. A copyright like claim, not a copyright strike, is someone saying, hey, you've used my music and I now share the income on this video. And what I usually do is I tell YouTube just to either cut out that section or cut out that sound. Sometimes it can cut out the song and leave my speech in there. So but likely it's gonna flag up. You know, I'm used to that with live streams. It happens a lot of the time. No, you know what? It's cool. I'll leave it. Like tomorrow, I'll go on YouTube and it'll go, oh, by the way, this person here owns the right to this, and now you're gonna have to pay. And I'll look at my options. You know, I can either cut it out or I can replace the soundtrack. And hopefully, I used to like this beta option it had where it just cut out the backing soundtrack but left my vocals in there, and that was really, really good. It made it sound a bit odd, but hey, at least you never lost. If there was anything important, I wouldn't say anything important I ever say, but anything, you know, interesting that may have been said at a point, it won't be missed. But that's the danger of doing live streams. You can't run it through the process so you don't know whether you're going to get that until after. You can have a good opinion, like Magic Ray Earth is one that always gets flagged up. There's certain other soundtracks, so I have no idea what this game is. If it's Sakura Wars, is it going to be something like Advance Wars? Right, what we've got, maybe about another 5 or so minutes left, guys. If you tuned in, then wicked, thank you for joining the stream. Absolutely love you guys, like hanging out. I hope everyone is having a good holiday season, or had a good holiday season, is even having a good holiday season. If you're enjoying the content, pressing that like button really helps. Don't forget, friends of the channel and people who I like to point out, like FPC, London's best arcade. Check it out in North London, like maybe about a 5 to 7 minute walk from Manor House Tube Station. If you ever go there and it's the weekend, give me a shout, and if I'm nearby, I'll drop by. Then we've got MiSTer Add-ons, a sponsor of the Saturday weekly news show. Really awesome guy, like Pork Chop, a good stand-up guy, very helpful in the community. What else we got? MiSTer FPGA Discord. Check that place out if you want to talk MiSTer. If you want help, you're stuck on something, MiSTer FPGA Discord is the place to be. Pixel Memories, they made me a custom arcade stick with Blanca attacking the PCN logo. Super guy, has made a whole bunch of different NFC stuff, makes wicked sticks. Check out his store. Zapparoo, that is what Tap 2 the NFC project has become. It is Zapparoo, or as I like to say, Zapparoo. Fantastic NFC stuff, Windows, Steam Deck, and a MiSTer. Hey, and if you want to support the channel, I do have the Patreon. If you like the work and you've got extra money and you're like, hey, you know what, I've got more money than sense, then consider supporting me on Patreon. And definitely support the developer if you can. Support them over me. SRG320, it's his hard work that brings us this excellent core that we are witnessing right now. Okay, we've done a full round. Excellent. Right. Oh, is this a graphic novel 60 FPS? I imagine it is. I imagine it's going to be a text heavy one. Okay, we've seen the intro. We're not going to go in the game. Let's try and finish on a bang, since we've got, you know, under 5 minutes left now. So let's kind of go out there. Salamander Deluxe edition is good. Okay, that's a Saturn BIOS. Maybe that's probably folder I've got there with all the BIOSes in there. Saturn Bomberman USA. Okay. Oh, Bomberman Fight Japan. Okay, that was what was the word? What was the dude's name? Mel. Let me just scroll up chat a bit to find it. So this is a game that Melenko has translated this game, so awesome stuff, man. We get some nice people dropping in chat that do some community stuff, even 60 FPS. So 60 FPS, we're definitely going to have to do a thing of that shmup, right? We're going to have to do that. It begins with a D, man. Sorry, bad with names, but I think once we get a whole custom amount of levels running, maybe we can showcase that in a live stream. That'll be fun. I'll make sure you're around as well, so you can educate people in chat, and maybe get Heckhound in here as well. So that'd be interesting. So maybe look at this one and one more game. Have a quick blast. Have a quick blast on Bomberman. That pun wasn't intended, but I will take it. Okay, they're turning people into characters, little cutie cartoony people. Awesome stuff. Right, what do we got? Daisymon 2, that's it. It's a VN and strategy, visual novel and strategy. Good stuff, 60 FPS. Yeah, Daisymon 2, her. That's what we'll yeah, I feel like, yeah, with enough of the community made stuff, let's highlight it and let's get more people checking that out. So we can do, it might be better to do a video, actually, I'm wondering, because a video seems to be more popular for highlighting stuff. So or a live stream, either way. Live streams work as well. They're both good. Live streams are definitely more fun than videos, though. Okay, how many players? Dude, I'm here by myself. Oh, okay, I've got into battle. All right, let's... No. Let's go back out. No. I want out. Okay, I think this will take me back. Let's go story then. Quickly. Guys, after this, select a good game that has like a good attract mode, and we can kind of finish on that. So let's go story mode. Oh, interesting characters. Oh man, I've got to be Pingu here, man. Oh, imagine that, a little bit of quiet in the stream. You don't get that often enough, do you? Look at that, very, very mellow music. Let me turn it up a little bit. Oh, now it's gone up a bit. Wow, wicked. Oh wow, he's chucking that at me. Dirty little penguin. Oops. Oh, this is interesting. You can jump around and stuff, man. Oh, I can't jump now. As I said that, my jump just went. Okay, this is crazy. Okay, this is crazy, man. Okay, let's have a look. Let's run one final game. You know what? I know what we're gonna run actually, because it has a good intro, and I think it's time to end the stream, man. Wow, we've been going for 3 hours, and honestly, guys, it never felt like it. You know what? Okay, let's go there. Let's go Waku 7, man. I do like that game. That's a Neo Geo game, so I don't often feel to try them. But someone pointed out something really, really good. Have I got Waku 7? Okay, let's have a look. I hope I've got it. Yeah, wicked. So, what someone said before, and I thought that was really, really good. They said the Saturn was a really good way. It shouldn't be glitching, you know. I'm good on my end. Usually, if I get a bandwidth issue, it will start giving me a warning. Anytime at least anyone has said anything's glitched, I've always received a warning. And the new router I got, even though it's an ISP hub, man, it's wicked. Wi-Fi 6, and I'm getting like my max connection all around the house. And I've got like 350 to 400 megabits. I've got 350. That's what I pay for, but it goes up to 400 megabits, and that's all good. So yeah, haven't had any issues with this one so far. But yeah, someone said about yeah, this has got wicked attract mode, hasn't it? Let me put the sound down just a tad though. So someone actually said that one thing they really liked about the Saturn, because there were like these Neo Geo kind of ports on here, it was cheaper. Like the Neo Geo cartridge, even at the time, might have been like £200, but the Saturn game would have been like £50, a quarter of the price. So it just sounded really, really good. And I think they put it in very, very good perspective that, you know what, we've got it was a cheap way to get some of your favorite Neo Geo games on, especially if you wanted stuff like King of Fighters. So you're able, you know, if this is something you played in the arcade and you couldn't afford the Neo Geo, you had the Saturn version, which was really, really good. So guys, this kind of brings us to the end of the stream. It's been 3 hours, and it's honestly, I've had a real blast, a real good time playing this stream. Thank you, Melecano, bloody hell, I forget the name when it's not up here. Thank you for the super like, 60 FPS. Thank you for the super like as well. Really does add up at the end of the month. Where, you know, every little helps, as they say, Tesco's. But yeah, the Sega Saturn core is just wicked. Oh man, Police Notes is on the Saturn. It is Police Notes is on the Saturn. You know what? Let's run that. Let's run that as the last one, and that legit is the last one, because there is a translation out for it, and we can try and run the translation. But I'm not going to play it, and hopefully it still just runs, and hopefully there's a good intro to it. But yeah, man, the Sega Saturn is an excellent system. Play it on your MiSTer FPGA. Go and grab the unstable version of the core. Play it. You're gonna have so much fun. It's come a long way. There was a time where a lot of games wouldn't work, a lot of games wouldn't load, but now everything just works. I don't know if there's games on here that don't run on this core. Everything just works, and the developer is always actively working on this core. He's always providing updates, and if you can support the developer, support them. There's a link to their patrons in the description. It's been flashing up throughout the whole stream. I've had a few things on rotation. They rotate every 10 seconds. So yeah, man, this core is excellent. MiSTer is excellent. The MiSTer community is excellent, and most of all, you guys that attend this stream are excellent. But guys, gotta end it here. Have an absolutely brilliant evening, day, wherever you are. Enjoy the rest of your holidays. Yeah, man, be awesome. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.